Why, hello there, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are in the world. It is a Tuesday, bruv, and that means it's stream day. And I am a big casual, still not level 40, can you imagine? I literally make videos about the game, and I'm not level 40. Where's the gnome? 37! Like, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm officially the world's slowest leveler or something. I think I'm only a little bit off 38. I'm pretty much there. Hello, hello, how is everyone doing today? Obi, yo, what up? Yeah, sorry about that, the bot got you. It saw too many things and it was like, whoosh, straight away. It's absolutely chopped you. Mason, what up? Blueberry, basically dog shit, change your mind? Have you been having a rough time in STV, perchance? Maybe. Aaron as well, hello, and Drifter, yo, what up? Luxes, how are you doing? But it's, yeah, it's only day 5, so we're very early on into the phase still. And just like phase 1, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that changes throughout the phase, and that changes at the moment. Jacob, what up? Hello from Barcelona, ooh. It'd be nice to live somewhere like that, nice weather and everything, not Britain, where it spent all of today raining. Hit 40 on your shaman, grats, got all your mail gear ready. Yeah, that was that was a good call from phase 1, save up loads of gear. Get level cap, and then you just slam it all on. Go back to Feral 4 leveling, yep, they came for you. The reign of the boomkin in phase 2 was short, shall we say. At least in, you know, PvP mainly. Servers are down. The servers are down in NA, but not EU. Leveled your warrior 40, you're regretting it due to lack of solo capability. You're rerolling today. Fair enough. That's pretty fast to be leveling up and then rerolling. Epic night from the quest and Gnome on Sunday. Holy, you've leveled fast. Oh, and you're playing Boomy. Yeah, we see a Scarlet Monastery. I haven't done much dungeon grinding at all. Whatsoever. In fact, one sec, let me just grab something. To hide my secret document folder. Wait, where is it? Season of Discovery. I found out, this is like completely unrelated to anything, but... And I'm not going to do this today because I've like out-leveled its usefulness kind of thing, but... I found out you can AoE farm as a Warlock, inside of the stockades. I took a video of it here. Check this out. This is like the dumbest thing ever. So I don't know if you guys know about how mages can do this pull, where they basically pull everything back to the door and then blizzard stuff and run back and forth. You can do that on a warlock as well, it turns out. I think, yeah, I was level 28. I wouldn't start doing this till 28. But I'll show you what I mean. This is so dumb. If you have a warlock and you haven't leveled it yet, you could do this, by the way. Need level 28 for the next rank of Shadow Bolt, and then you just go down into Nightfall on the Affliction tree. So yeah, you pull the packs over there. I think I've done all the whole way up to here on my Voidwalker. So you pull that room with the Voidwalker, send the Voidwalker in there, Rain of Fire those guys, and then you pull everything back to the door. This is literally the discovery I've had for myself this phase, and I had to sacrifice because I nearly died. And you just run between these two things, and they run in a little triangle. Look at them go. You just get procs for Shadow Bolt from Corruption, and you heal up with Master Channeler, and they can't get to you. It's so dumb. You just go out, and then they run back around this pillar, and you go back to the wall again, and they just get stuck in this loop. So yeah, who needs to play a mage to AoE farm? You can just do it on a warlock, and no problem. I thought that was pretty cool. I was happy when I found that, because I've wanted to try and like use Shadow Bolt Volley for something like this for a bit. It is pretty risky though. Obviously, if you mess it up, you kind of just die instantly. There you go. The sick Warlock 1 pull tech, the stockades. Enjoy. Grinding out the Maelstrom rune was frustrating because it's satisfying to use. Which I'm from Bulgaria. Yo, what's up, Biohazard? Yeah, I heard the Maelstrom rune was like terrible. You had to run around Desolus or something. And there's like mobs you have to kill and they had terrible drop rates. Of it, yeah, I was happy to find that one. I guess I didn't find it. I just saw mages doing it. I was like, I wonder if I can do that. Turns out you can, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we did have a few changes today as well, for sure. Which I'll talk about. So I know we're only like day 5 of the patch, and it's super early on, but I just kind of find this stuff interesting to look at as well. But you're level 27 with both melee runes. Holy. So yeah, if you're playing Melee Hunter, there's no way they don't get nerfed, by the way. Like, there's a 0% chance this class does not get nerfed. So if you look at how things are at the moment, whoop. This is the 95th percentile, obviously. And again, it's like day 5, so it's not the hugest deal ever, but holy crap. What timeline is this? Look, Priest is higher DPS than Warrior. This is truly like everything's backwards in Season of Discovery at the moment. It's absolutely crazy. Would you ever think you've seen the day where a Priest is above a Warrior? For farming, just playing the game without a clunky rotation. That's fair enough. But yeah, this is kind of what I wanted to see from Season of Discovery. Again, I'm going to say this so often, we're so early into the patch, and this is going to change each week. Where's BM Hunter? BM is basically Melee Hunter. I think you play... Melee Hunter plays BM, right? MM makes you sad. Melee Hunter's just giga overtuned. Like, it's going to be nerfed. I actually guarantee you it will be nerfed. It's so broken, it's unreal. In PvE. In PvP, if they can close the gap on you, they will demolish you instantly, and you just cannot fight them. But you can at least run away in PvP. Someone will be bis. Yeah, exactly. This is kind of like... It's... Why is it Hunter like twice in a row? You remember phase 1 with the Scorpion and then the Wind Serpent? And Hunter's got nerfed, what was it, half a dozen times in phase 1? And it's like, hey Hunters, hope you're not tired of their nerfs, by the way. But yeah, I thought the Melee Hunter build was going to be strong. I put it in that video I did recently as like one of my top picks for an improved spec, and it's really just, it's insane. Maybe Abyss on 50 and 60. Depends how they keep things at. I've got actually a mage who's in number 1, a fire mage of all things. That's pretty interesting. And some shadow priests up here too. Love to see that. Is he not using a pet? He's playing Lone Wolf, actually. Interesting. Wait, is there like some choice here? Can you play Lone Wolf or BM? This guy's playing a pet. This guy isn't playing a pet. Wow. The number 2 and number 3 in the world for overall damage on complete raids are playing 2 different builds. He's playing Lone Wolf, right? Lone Wolf is Biss? I don't know. This guy seems to do... He's number 3 in the world. And he's playing a pet. It's Lone Wolf and full survival? Really? I thought it'd be full BM, to be honest. What are your thoughts about Blizz balancing around PvP instead of PvE? Example being Bounce Druid. Okay, yeah, so I guess we would have got into that eventually today. I remember saying this in Phase 1 when they buffed Star Surge by like 182%. They over-budgeted power into runes when they should have used existing runes to make your basic vanilla abilities better, which is exactly what they've done with Star Surge, by the way. They've taken power out of Star Surge and tried to put it into Starfire. Now, unfortunately, Starfire is garbage, from what I understand, because it's the best rank you have is level 34, and it's a long-ass cast time, and it costs a lot of mana. So there are underlying problems to it. But I think what they've done with Star Surge is the correct thing to do. I do think they made the right call on it, and it was overpowered. But they could bring Boomkins up in other way. You want to see Wrath and Starfire not be terrible. That's what you want to see. Like Star Surge, if you got a 6-second cooldown ability that can crit for 1,000, that's just, it's not okay. Like, it's not okay. Ever. That's far too much. But yeah, when they take some of that power back, they dial it back and put it into your basic abilities, I think that's good. Did nothing. Oh yeah, Robert. Yeah, the rune's bugged, right, with the spell knockback. By the way, it's the Shadow Priests are going to get nerfed as well. Shadow Wear Death does too much damage. It straight up does too much damage. This will be nerfed. 100%. Like, I guarantee you Shadow Wear Death will be nerfed. Again, it's basically Star Surge, but it has twice the cooldown. It actually has a drawback in that the priest takes damage, but it's just too much damage on an instant cast ability. Yeah, they half the damage it did to the priest. It used to be before Phase 2, Shadow Wear Death would do the exact same damage it did to the target as to the priest. And even if the target mitigated some of the damage via resistances, not from absorbs, I don't think, but via resistances, the priest would still take the full damage back. And now that they've halved the damage, it's going to hit you back for like, what, 400? You know, that hurts and everything, but if you have a shield prepared, which you probably do, you may have Vampiric Embrace rolling, you can kind of shrug off the hit back. How's Two-Handed Enhance doing? No bueno, I'm afraid. The rune was not enough. Not very good. Not very good at all. Neither enhancement specs are doing very well. Because the two-handed, like when I saw that, do you remember in Phase 1 when Blizzard said they had tested two-handed in Phase 1? They had like some rune that they're prepared for it, and they tried it out. And then they were like, oh yeah, this outperforms dual wield. And then they released it in Phase 2, and it's a rune that gives you 30% attack speed, and that's it. There was no way that I don't think that would have even beat what they had for dual wield in Phase 1. Enhanced stack with flurry. I don't see why it wouldn't, but I haven't tested it personally. But yeah, I'm going to say yes on that one. Play what you enjoy. That's what you should do. That is absolutely what you should do, because Another thing that I wanted to mention today at some point is typically, okay, this is like its own discussion thing, right? But can I put this? Wait, I'm getting war. Okay, so typically in classic World of Warcraft, so far, we've been able to have a pretty good idea of what's going to perform well. Because, you know, there are private servers, many of us played the game back in the day. We can have a good estimate of what's going to do well. Like, you could have come into Classic or Vanilla in 2019, pick a warrior, you've got a pretty good guarantee you're going to do well. The TBC, play a hunter, pretty good guarantee you're going to do well. Wrath of the Lich King, Warlock, DK, you know, all those kind of things. Now, in Season of Discovery, this starts to change because Blizzard are actively changing things and adding new runes and doing class balancing a lot more. And Season of Discovery is different because it's based on the vanilla version of the game. And vanilla is different from Wrath because you can't just re-roll quickly. Wrath is built so you can swap to a different character in a really short period of time. Like, you could boost a character to, is it 80, I think, with the paid boost? And then get boosted by a mage or a paladin, and then go into heroics and then gammas, and you're into a raid. And you can do that in a week, and it's no problem. You have to grind a bit, but it's doable. And vanilla, you can't re-roll this quickly. They've taken GDKPs out of the game. They've made them illegal. So I think access to gold is going to be a lot lower. They've increased gold sinks, which I didn't think they would do. They put mount costs back to their original cost at 80 gold if you're on under rank 3. They put gold sinks in professions. And generally, just re-rolling takes a way longer time. So I think a lot of people are going to have this thing where they're kind of used to having a good idea of what's going to be good. And if it's not good, they want to just play the thing that's good, so they do a lot of damage. Like, I don't know, at the end of TBC, a lot of hunters disappeared. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of people just want to play what does a lot of damage, but we don't know what's going to do a lot of damage, and you can't easily re-roll. So yeah, basically, you need to play something which you actually like playing, not the thing that you think is just going to be doing the best, because you don't know if it's going to be the best. And if that's all you care about in the game, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. It might not happen now. It could happen in the future phase. It may never happen, you know? But yeah, you do need to invest into the idea of having sort of a main character or maybe a few characters in Classic, more so than this like army of alts you can raid log on. It just doesn't work that way with how we know the game at the moment. So yeah, TLDR, play what you like. Essentially, play what you like and you'll never be sad. You enjoyed Survival Hunter in retail. I don't want to try it, but now I do, and I'm like, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I agree. You picked Boomy in Phase 1 because you wanted to play it, but you never played it before. One main and 2 alts is perfect for what WoW Classic is. Yeah, in 2019 Classic, I had my Warlock. That was my main. I'm a big Warlock enjoyer, always have been. And then I only had one main alt, which was the Paladin. I leveled a bunch of classes to 60. I leveled everything to 60. I leveled 2 Warlocks. But I only really invested into endgame on 2 of them. Level 60, many people will be disappointed. Potentially, yeah. I mean, imagine a world where warriors aren't good at 60. I don't see it happening, by the way, but, you know, imagine a world where that comes true. And you have people saying, you know, Blizzard, I put all this time into my character. You know, I did all this. And at the back of the mind, they should know things are going to change. But they're so used to warriors like being the best that they kind of expect them to still be the best, you know? Warrior will scale back up. Yeah, you know what? Warrior looked exactly like, copy-paste exactly like this at the start of Phase 1. And each week, they climbed, and they climbed, and they climbed, and they climbed. And do you know where they were at the end of Phase 1? I'll show you where they were. Let me grab this. Oh, wrong one. Oh. Statistics. Discovery Phase 1, 95th. And Warrior. Yep, Warrior. Spoiled children. They're just They used to be in ahead, you know. They used to be in the favourite child. A server still down? I don't know for an A, maybe. I'm on a U, so couldn't tell you. And in phase 1, at the start of phase, again, this is the end of phase 1. At the beginning of phase 1, warriors were not up here. They were they were about here. Hey, Joski, what up? Play a hybrid class, and then you have variety. You do have variety, very true. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing a druid or a shaman, at least one of the specs is very good at the moment. At least one. Yeah, warrior's the father's, is the favorite child, we could say. But yeah, warrior needs to gear up. The thing is, right? The thing is, I was reading some Reddit posts that apparently the warriors on the Fight Club Discord found out that some of the bosses in Gnomeregan have higher armor values than stuff in Molten Core, like over 4,000 armor, which is gonna absolutely decimate their rage generation. Like, warriors will never be good on bosses if they have more armor at level 40 than stuff in Molten Core. They're just not going to be able to generate rage. Then again, there was the turtle boss in BFD, which had crazy high armor. Which is all the funnier because if you look at this as things are at the moment, the melee classes are this one, which is like, bro, what are melee hunters doing? Blizzard have absolutely cooked them or something. They're just crazy. So this is the first melee class, which is going to be nerfed. And the next melee class is warrior. Yeah, so warriors are actually the second best melee in the game at the moment. Yeah, the Kelsterin, yeah. Melee Hunter might be a teensy bit overtuned, just a little bit. The life was fair. Well, Boonkins until the other day. Yeah, the turtle boss's warrior sucked. It did, yeah. You're kind of set up to fail, right? Had like a million armor or whatever. Warlock's doing well though, and Warlocks are fine, by the way. You know, we don't need to nerf them. I think we can all agree on that. Okay, Warlocks are good. I'm not even level 40 yet. I haven't raided, obviously, so let's just move that so I don't log out. But they might remove some of the fire damage scaling from Warlock, from Incinerate or Lake of Fire. I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen. Yeah, Warlocks are very balanced. They're fine, guys. They're fine. They're completely fine. Don't worry about it. Is it fire again? Yeah, Beefy, yeah. Full on fire. And just your Incinerate Chaos Bolt. Nothing's really changed. You're playing basically the same as you did in Phase 1. I haven't had a proper look at talents yet and stuff, but... Shadowburn. He's not using Conflag. Maybe you don't go all the way down the tree. Saying that, to go all the way down the tree for Warlock, you have to pick up some like crappy talents. Like you have to put 5 points in improved Immolate, which is like 25% extra damage on the initial tick of Immolate. Like the initial tick, it's like 5 talent points into something that's terrible to get something that's good. Conflag. Oh, Conflag's bad too, do you think? Even with Shadow Flame. Like, what does... Oh, Shadow Flame's on the same one as Demonic Knowledge, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't get that yet, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, some of these... The Warlock runes, by the way, Shadow Flame is, like, unbelievably bad. Warlocks are fine, says the Warlock player. Yeah, guys, don't worry about it. But yeah, again, like, memes aside and everything, I could see them taking some fire damage out of this. Maybe they'll dial it back to 35% or this, because it's 65% bonus damage between these two, which is a crazy amount. So again, it could happen. I would not be overly surprised if they did that. Lake of Fire is clunky to pay. Yeah, it really is. It's not satisfying, is it? Like Lake of Fire is, you just use like, Rain of Fire for one. Have you ever full casted Rain of Fire? Maybe you did in phase 1 a bit to do AoE, but it just feels so mediocre to use. The sod team needs to spread the runes out. I feel like a lot of the Warlock ones you can get on the early level 30s. It's just the Dark Riders that's needs to be a bit higher level, but you can just do that in a raid, can't you? Say Lake of Fire. You're playing Resto Druid right now and you want to level a caster. You don't like mage. What should I play? If you like the versatility we've been able to heal, Shadow Priest is looking very strong at the moment. Probably Shadow. So then you can always go back to heal. And if you don't want that option of healing, then you can always play Warlock. But then again, Warlocks could potentially tank. There's stacking ranged. Melee sucks right now. Yeah, a lot of the bosses have extremely high armor, which casters don't suffer from. This could just be the caster phase of Season of Discovery, by the way. Like, this is the phase when casters reign supreme. We have 3 months of absolutely just dominating, and then level 50, it could change everything again. Not just armor. I haven't raided yet. I'm level 37. So I do need to see it myself too. The mechanics, fair enough. Again, yeah, I haven't done it personally. I saw phase 1 last in 10 weeks, and I'm like, you know, I'm not in a crazy rush. I'll level when I level. Bear Druid, says Aaron. Yeah, Bear Druids have I feel like Blizzard among every spec in the game have dropped the ball on Bear Druids quite a bit. I do want to show you this rune though, Aaron. Right, check this out. So this is a data mine rune. Oh, by the way, spoilers. Data mine rune for phase 3. No, I'm just I'm going to talk about one of them, but anyway. So it's called Gore, and it goes on your helm. And when you strike a target with Lacerate, Swipe, or Maul, it has a 15% chance to reset the cooldown on Mangle Bear. Now, given that, why would striking the target with Lacerate reset the cooldown on Mangle Bear? They share a rune slot. So that is not an interaction which is possible. So they may be swapping the runes around, and I hope that they do. Because having the choice of Lacerate or Mangle at the moment is kind of not good for Bear at all. But yeah, that's how I read into it. Mind you, I read into a lot of things. I thought Warriors were getting Titan's Grip. I was so sure about it this phase, and they just didn't get it. So yeah, they could split them. But just not quite yet. Yeah. Interesting, though. I'm glad no Titan's Grip. Yeah, me too, to be honest. You were so sure. But it made sense. It just made so much sense. Why would they restrict Warriors from not having that weapon? It was the only reason. It was the only reason. No AoE for Druids, though? Okay, one more spoiler. You're also getting a rune called Gale Winds next phase, which increases the damage of Hurricane by 100% and reduces its cooldown. So it goes from literally unusable garbage to, actually, it's probably not bad. But you have to wait for phase 3. Yeah, this phase you've got no AoE. It's pretty cool, though. And reduces its mana cost. And I looked at the damage of Hurricane compared to other channeled spells, and it's actually going to do a lot of damage. Will phase 3 be 60? No, it'll be 50. Level 50. And this might not happen for another... at least 10 weeks. Yeah, at least 10 weeks, so... hang in there, I guess. There's data mine... it's like Blizzard know about your problems. They realize the issues your class has, but they can't just throw everything in this phase because there's only so many runes they can create. Are the Dataman Paladin runes looking? Oh, you want to see... the Paladin runes are spicy. I love the Paladin runes. All right, one sec. Let me find this. Oh, not that. Okay, this wasn't meant to be like phase 3 stuff stream, but since someone asked about the Paladin ones, so one of the things you're getting is... Wait, was this it? No, this is it. So your consecration damage can now be critical strikes, and damage from your exorcism, holy shock, holy wrath, and consecration gain additional critical strike chance equal to your melee critical strike chance. Ooh, holy! They're making your spells do damage, and purifying power reduces the cooldown on exorcism and holy wrath by 50%. And Holy Wrath can now be cast on any target and will stun undead and demons for 2 seconds. I love how Paladin stuff looks. I want to play a Paladin. I might level it as my first style. Funnily enough, I ended up playing Paladin in Vanilla in 2019. They data mine any phase 3 Shaman runes? No, unfortunately, none. I've got a video coming out about these runes, in the next day or two, which obviously won't be for everyone. I've very clearly marked it as data mine stuff on the video. People are going to complain anyway, but data mining is data mining. Like, the information's out there when it's out there, whatever. But yeah, when it came to talking about shamans, I pretty much just brought up how they're doing in this phase and what kind of things would be nice. So I brought up maybe group-wide utility for tanking shamans, for elemental, something more consistent than Eye of the Storm. Because Eye of the Storm's garbage, let's be real. They need a proper spell knockback prevention thing, don't they? That would be so nice for Elemental. Enhancement, I just said they need a new ability. Something that does damage other than Storm Strike, like, just something, anything. And Resto, I think I said Riptide. I'm surprised you don't already have Riptide, by the way. Genuinely. Because every healer has got some kind of, like, new heal or instant cast thing they can do. Got a link? Oh, yeah, sure, bro. There you go. But what else was I going to say? Obviously, the big news is Star Surge, and Boomkin's got... They got a big old dose of Nerf Hammer. Star Surge base damage reduced by 35%. When they initially did the blue post, it only said 30%, and now they're like, it's put another 5% on there, you know? And its bonus spell damage is reduced to 42.9%, matching other instant spells. So in practice, this is like, they've about a 40 to 45% damage nerf on Star Surge, which is pretty heavy. When Blizzard do buffs or nerfs, they just do crazy numbers. 60? Is it that much? I guess it's going to depend on your spell damage, right? You're a boomy? Oh, fair. I mean, fair enough. Like, you're going to know this better than I will. I've only been leveling my Warlock so far. It's like 60 Gs. It's like an instant wrath. Well, that's funny, because that's how Star Surge was at the start of the season. Do you remember Star Surge pre-buff? And they had to put 182% damage on it. Void Plague is looking... Void Plague is quaking right now. So that got buffed by 200% or something. What does your Starfire hit for with the extra damage? Is it actually good? Like, is the compensation buff any good, or is it just not enough? 500 non-crit, but it never crits. Okay. Because, I mean, this was a PvP change, by the way. Like, balance was here, which is fine. I think this is healthy. They're in the upper tiers of classes. They're not like some crazy outlier like Melee Hunt or Enhancement. And with Star Surge, It depends. Like in PvE, it's obviously like a numbers game, right? Clips is bugged, so no knockback protection. Oh, that's. I mean, that's. It's annoying, but it's kind of okay because you know it should work differently. That'll be fixed. Don't worry about it. It's just annoying for the moment. Coefficient nerf was enough. Yeah, I don't know. Blizzard always, they just do crazy numbers when they nerf and buff things. Move about so I don't log out. It could just do a balance patch and be like, okay, you know, Star Surge is too good in PvP. We're going to nerf it by a little bit. We're going to buff these other runes by a little bit. Instead, they're just like, they pretty much knock half of its damage off and then see what's up. Yeah, go look at, yeah, Starfire and PvP is just, that's not happening. It's a 3-second cast. Cheap instant cast, why should it hit as hard as Parablast? I mean, it shouldn't, but the thing is, they overbuffed it in the first place. Like, again, I said, in Phase 1, when they buffed Star Surge by 182%, I said they put too much power in runes, they need to take power out of runes, and use existing runes to buff your vanilla spells because your vanilla spells suck. Which is what they've tried to do here. With the Eclipse buff. Eclipse is bugged as well. But yeah, this is definitely a big nerf in PvP. If you have a group with a few boomkins, you can probably still global people, but it's not going to be anywhere near as good as it was. I'm going to leave it as is. I mean, for the time being, I guess so. Star Surge was double dipping on the Eclipse buff. Ah, right. Okay, I mean, if that's intended, then fair enough. If it's not, then we can always fix that. The short end of the stick for 2 decades. But you were good for 5 days, though, so, you know, that makes up for the 2 decades, doesn't it? Now, there's... I mean, Star Surge was busted in Phase 1. The thing is, there were 2 reasons it wasn't as noticeable. One, because it was in Battlegrounds, and often you're coming up against a pre-made, and pre-mades just kind of, like, roll you if you're not in your own pre-made, so maybe it's not as noticeable. The second reason is this talent right here, which makes it do double damage instead of 1.5 when it crits. If it only did 1.5 when it crits, it would crit for about 750-ish. But because of this talent, it does near enough 1,000, which really takes it over the top. And you just couldn't get this in Phase 1. Oh, and it can stun as well, by the way, for 3 seconds. Demonic Grace interacts with Dance of the Wicked in a crazy way. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that pre-release. And I was thinking, damn, that's going to be crazy. Not convinced messing with the cooldown is the fix. Because if you're looking at a PvP angle, yeah, I think the numbers just had to come down. Because druids are incredibly good at kiting because of travel form. So even if the cooldown was 10 seconds, they can still run circles around you. And just, you know, throw out Star Surge whenever it comes up. Yeah, Shadow of Death. But yeah, this is, I think Boomkin's like the first of a few specs that's going to take a hit this phase. If I had to guess at other things that will be looked at, Melee Hunter is... It's like good in PvP, but... It's like seeing a bomb come towards you, a very slow-moving bomb, and if the bomb reaches you, it just explodes and you instantly die. That's what Melee Hunter is, okay? And you just shouldn't let them get in range with you, and if you're a melee class, you say to yourself, I cannot win, and you run away. That's the counterplay at the moment. And in PvE, they're just extremely overpowered compared to every other melee. So, you know, a new phase, same old Hunter nerfs. This is going to be nerfed. Guaranteed. Warlock, you know what? Warlocks in the STV event are terrible. They feel so bad to play. If you die once, with the new changes, you're pacified, so you can't resummon your demon, and you don't automatically have your demon resummoned, and you can't use Felsteed either because it's a spell. I mean, I'm not even level 40, but, you know, think about it. So it's like Warlocks are fine until you die, and then they're just terrible, because you need, like, you need so long to recover from dying on a Warlock. And you don't get soul shards back from killing people, because they don't give honor, so it's a free-for-all. So, yeah, playing Warlock in STV is just pain at the moment. It's real pain. Yeah, no Palymount either. Exactly the same, yeah. Felsteed and Warhorse are spells, weirdly enough. They're not usual mounts. Tried to kill a hunter on your right. You ran up to them and he hit you with an 800 Raptor Strike. Yep. We've got some like backwards mode in Season of Discovery. We've got like rogues with all the range stuff, hunters and melee. Don't know how they didn't think of that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're just trying to fix things pretty quick, but especially with these PvP events, it just they come out, people expose the issues, they try and fix it, something else breaks, cycle repeats. Make the sun pet instant. You don't need a shard when you have that buff. Yeah, just anything, like anything. You can pick any solution you want, as long as I don't have to spend 10 seconds resummoning my demon. Will I be leveling? Yeah, in a bit. We're just kind of talking about classes and stuff. Warrior and STV, your job's to charge and intercept so the rogues and ferals can get kills. And hey, if you put on a bunch of plate armor, as long as you don't fight any caster whatsoever, you'll be fine. But yeah, Warlock, in PvE, they might get some nerfs to their fire damage multipliers through Lake of Fire or Incinerate. Would not be surprised to see it happen. And in PvP, the Affliction is... It's like, okay, Affliction, like, dot-based specs have never been that good in vanilla, because you can just counterplay them so hard. Next phase, again, spoiler alert. Next phase, Affliction is actually going to be good in PvP, because we're potentially getting Pandemic, so everything can crit, and we're also getting Unstable Affliction. So, ooh... Affliction gonna be real good in PvP if you can go soul and can play Unstable Affliction and Pandemic. That is going to be nasty. But yeah, this phase they'll probably be okay, and in PvE I think they'll continue to do well, just because Incinerate and Chaos Bolt do so much damage. Fire Mage are like squishy as hell in PvP. Someone looks at them and they just die, but they do good damage in PvE, so you know, fair enough. Balance obviously just got nerfs, so they're gonna probably move down a little bit here in PvE. PvP, they're gonna, you know, your time to kill just got cut in half basically. Arcane, again in PvP, this is like if you can cast an Arcane Blast and then palm Arcane Surge, you can one-shot if things crit. And then in PvE it's doing fine with Missile Barrage and stuff. Which one's Fury and which one's Arms? There's probably only one of them, and I will try to tell you which one it is. Let's have a look at some logs. I don't know, Warriors, what are you playing right now in the raid? DPS. What is your spec of choice? What runes do you have? Who knew? Right, what's he playing? Slam. So he's playing deep arms at the moment. Slam Mortal Strike. Let's just check some warriors who don't have a raid built around them, just to, you know, verify this. What are you doing? He's playing Bloodthirst. Okay, 2 different specs. Let's try another one. He's playing... also Fury. Yeah, maybe Alondo's not the best candidate to try and, you know, gauge what is actually good. He has a bit too much support. It's arms. This guy... there seems to be a choice. I'm seeing very good logs for arms and Fury here. Again, I'm just picking some people out here at random. You can just do a little hover over their log. Another Fury player. Hello, Mergle. Fury summoning 100 DPS higher than arms, but the rotation is weird. Rotation's weird. Oh, you're still using Consumed by Rage then, or is it Flagellation with Zerka Rage? Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a choice. I'm seeing a bit of both. I'm seeing a bit of both. So yeah, warriors that... this isn't that bad. Warriors are technically the second best melee DPS this patch, and they're already middle of the table, and we know warriors scale well, so I think you'll be fine if you're a warrior. Again, warriors look like this in phase 1. Just give it a bit of time, get some gear. I'm sure you will be heading in the northern direction to get more, just better damage. The armor's super noticeable. I see. You want enhanced to work? Yeah, me too. Me too. Anyway, below that is Elemental Shaman. I thought Elemental would be doing better this phase, if I'm honest. I thought they'd be more kind of here-ish. I guess, because you have a good rank of Lightning Bolt, you have Chain Lightning, you have Lava Burst. They should just be better than this. I don't understand why they're middle of the table. They should be up here. What are Priest using? Probably just Mind Spike, right? Let's take one here. Shadow of Death, Void Plague. It's pretty much just all the runes you would expect. To Death, Void Plague, Mind Spike, keep dots up, 3 stacks of Mind Spike, Mind Blast, Death on cooldown. If I had to guess, that's how a Shadow Priest plays. Pretty straightforward. Noble bosses have high nature resist. I think it's just their armor. Yeah, again, rogues are kind of further down. I imagine rogues are going to play Mutilate, which I also think is going to be nerfed, because Mutilate is... I don't know. I think Mutilate is a bit much in PvP. It just... if a rogue connects on you, you just instantly die. It's... the amount of damage they do is unreal. Yep, they're both playing Mutilate. And I'm assuming you're playing combat with that. Power Surge eats the charge if you have it mid-cast, so they got no rune love. Yeah, Power Surge, I saw the 5% proc chance and I was like, this is garbage. And they've had talents like Power Surge in the past. And you know what they always do when you have talents like that give you an instant proc that can be consumed when you're casting something? Is they put the ability on a charge system where it has more than one use, and you have a cooldown between charges, so it doesn't feel terrible if that scenario happens. Which they haven't done here. So, yeah, it's just... Power Surge is basically a mana regeneration rune. And it will be until they change things. Oh, you're playing Assassination? Really? You don't want Blade Flurry and Adrenaline Rush? Really? I just assumed a combat would be too good. I'm very surprised. Look at his melee hunter. 90, yeah, 92 pass overall. And he's absolutely crushing the rogue. Holy crap, this is overtuned. Melee hunter, man. Backstab counts as mutilate. Oh yeah, I know about the talents work for it and stuff. The poisons are too good. Yeah, I guess if you have high armor targets, then fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Because combat is all about those physical hits, isn't it? And you also kind of need some cleave as well for Blade Flurry to really get value. I think there's only the, like the Menagerie boss that has a lot of cleave. So we've talked about Warrior. Marksmanship Hunter is... It's kind of in the bin right now. Not doing so good. It started actually doing fairly well towards the end of Phase 2, but... Phase 1. But... What you call it? Melee's just so overpowered. I don't know why you will play this at the moment. Like, why would you choose to be this when you can be this? I mean, if you want to play for fun, sure, but... I think... I think being this overpowered before it gets nerfed is kind of more fun than being this guy. Yeah, given a choice, I'd buy 2 green weapons from the auction house and absolutely farm bosses before it gets nerfed. Melee Hunter with Ash Candy, imagine. A Melee Hunter with Thunder Fury though, huh? How about that? Talking about mages. Oh no, we can't. Wait, did we? Yeah, we did a little bit, yeah. I'm just getting towards the bottom of here, then we'll have a quick look at healers. And tanks, why not? Paladin. What's happened? Where's it all gone wrong? So I kind of said in Phase 1 that, like, Ret peaked, and I was kind of memeing, but also I was kind of not memeing. Whoa, how did I just zoom in there? Let's go back. Because DPS Paladin ain't looking so good right about now. Ret peaks the moment you got, what's it called? The quest reward. Is Melee Hunter too strong? Is it mostly the weapons? Oh no, it's crazy overpowered. It's not even close. It's going to be nerfed. Berrigan's, that's the one. I completely blanked out on that then. I mean, Melee Hunters right now, they're going in with like the Warsong Reared weapon and the quest reward from Scarlet Monastery. From Down the Scarlet Path or whatever it's called, or the Horde version. Sword of Omen. Plus a Legionnaire sword, and they're just absolutely decimating damage meters. So, I mean, they're good weapons, but like, they're not like far and above what other classes can get. The RFD. Oh yeah, maybe is Sword of Omen the Alliance one then? Yeah, it's close enough. Close enough. Oh, I was close enough. Yeah, but yeah, Paladins. What did you actually get that does damage this phase? You got the Exorcism reset. Doesn't that just make you go like instantly? Melee Hunters to dual wield. Yeah, I think I expected that in the patch. Have they do something with Karazhan for the 60 bracket? Absolutely. Yeah, Guarded by the Light. I've seen that, but I guess, you know, mana can be exorcisms, which is damage. Maybe they got something going on there. 2 weapons of the same type is kind of ass. Yeah, I feel like that's some kind of like flavor thing. But you know, seeing where they're at here, that's yeah, maybe they had to do that, right? Yeah, DPS Paladins, they're not... I don't think they scale particularly well either. And bosses have a bunch of armor. Maybe Shockadin is the play, right? You're gonna take these holy shock runes that you got this phase. You're gonna... Do you even go strength for the Sheath of Light? I don't know. You go all the way down to holy shock and play something like that. You play... You'd probably play Martyrdom, wouldn't you? Crusader Strike. Sheath, probably over Infusion. Exorcist, and then Art of War, something like that with Holy Shock. And then you just put on a fast weapon with Seal of Martyrdom. And just basically get crits with Art of War and then spam your abilities. Rets will need a buff, or they'll be bot on DPS. Yeah, their talent tree is... Like, the stuff you get later on this talent tree, it's like 6% damage. I guess you take Sanctity Aura now, you actually do relevant holy damage. Vengeance is great. Repentance is PvP thing. And then you get 5 in Divine Strength, and it's like... What do you do after that? 3% hit here, and you're out of damage dealing talents. Retinue Age was Seal of Martyrdom with the Art of War, and it was cranking. I'm actually so interested to see if people math this out. I think there's something cooking here. Art of War, Exorcist, Martyrdom, Sheath of Light. And... Actually, you might even put talents like that. Like, what are you getting from these? And then after this, you go, I don't know, Lay on Hands, Conk, Resist, this, that. Where else do you put something if you're just caring about damage? You probably do this, don't you? And then 5 there and then that. And you literally just melee stuff and press Holy Shock and Exorcism. Give Ret Sealer command into Martyrdom. That's what I'm saying. I remember when I rolled a Ret at the start of Phase 1 and I found out you couldn't do that and I was so disappointed. That would help a lot, you know, because it'd give you so many more chances to proc Wild Strikes. Your Ret friend doesn't want to use doesn't not want to use it. Can't blame him. It is very satisfying to spin around. Good ability. But I think if you're playing this spec, and your hand rune kind of like doesn't do anything for this. Actually, it's a crit chance. Your melee critical strikes. Does that include special attacks? Or is it just autos? Improve Seal of Righteous only boosts base damage. Oh, I hate so many vanilla abilities do this. And you get baited into picking them by the talent tree. But I think this... If you're playing some like Shockadin build, this is correct, I think. If you literally don't care about healing and you're never going to heal anyone, I think you take this, right? Both is how it's felt. Well, that's good then. That's really good. Art of War can proc off Crusader Strike. Good. Good. And yeah, again, like, there was... next phase from data mining, you're going to be able to get... See, all your spells crit, and they're going to gain crit chance equal to your melee critical strike chance. And, yeah, just other, basically, spell-based buffs. So I think Shockadin, if people math it out and it's decent this phase, it's actually going to be very solid next phase. Which would be so funny to see. Like, paladins with, like, the fastest one-handed weapon they can find, just bashing away and spamming spells. I don't know, it should be fun to see. This for Wrath? This is Season of Discovery. Implement a real rotation instead of seal twisting. I mean, you kind of have a real rotation. It's Divine Storm, Crusader Strike, Exorcist. Same as Wrath of the Lich King. This kind of is the rotation. It's simple, but it's a rotation. Saying you were sad? Yeah, me too. I really was, because I played a Ret throughout TBC, and I thought seal twisting was great. It was so much fun when everything procced together. Is it a one-handed STV weapon? Ooh, I don't know. Let me have a look at it. Paladin? Oh. 220 speed. Damage done by holy spells, I like that, but 220 sounds a bit slow to me. Sounds a bit slow. I think weapon speed is incredibly important if you're trying to reset things for Art of War. So weapon means bigger Crusader Strike. Crusader Strike doesn't matter for Shockedin. It literally the only purpose this serves is for Art of War procs. Sorry. Yeah, you just want to reset Art of War so you can press Exorcism and what you call it, Holy Shock. But it's interesting. I do want to try this myself actually. And I imagine your build path in terms of gearing is going to be really weird as well. You're going to be rolling on all kinds of stuff, aren't you? Anyway, that's Paladin. Surrett's at the moment. Not the best thing ever. I think people need to give Shockedin a proper go this phase. Big Floriax. Ooh. Now I like the sound of that. It's like 1.6 speed, isn't it? Floriax. 1.5. Yo. Oh, requires level 42. Unlucky. Not this phase. Not this phase. Marksmanship Hunter is kind of like... It's just choosing to... I don't know why you play it, basically. Like, again, I think Melee Hunter's going to get nerfed. It's overpowered. Just play it while it's fun. And hopefully Marksmanship improves a bit. Feral Druid is another one which I'm really surprised to see this low down. I have to assume it's because bosses have like 1 billion armor. And that's just not doing them any favors whatsoever. Hated seal twisting at first. When you get into it, it's fun. I thought with Berserk and King of the Jungle, they were going to be amazing. Because Feral was great in Phase 1, by the way. Like, what happened? Oh, they nerfed Mangle. Oh, yeah, I remember reading that. Because Feral was up here, which is very respectable. Wait, didn't they buff Shred, though? But they buff... Like, they nerf Mangle, but they buff Shred, right? Or am I just imagining this? I swear they buff Shred. The armor's killing them. Yeah, and I guess bleeds aren't viable. They just do crap damage, right? Shred and Rake. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's your minus 30 on Mangle. Shred? Hello? No, it doesn't say it here. So much your damage is physical? Yeah, it's all physical. It's actually, you have Sunfire, so it's not technically all, but yeah, a vast majority. I wonder if you're... Because there's no data mine rune for Phase 3 where your bleeds are going to crit or anything. Did you just spam Mangle Phase 1? You like, didn't you Shred, did you? Worth jumping into Classic? Season of Discovery is a lot of fun. It's really popular, Kyle. And if you're starting off, you get a 50% XP buff up to level 25, so... It's pretty quick to catch up if you fancy giving it a go. Just Roar and Mangle. Don't you think that's kind of dumb, though? You're not using Shred. You're just pressing Mangle. That doesn't seem right to me. Because, like, Shred, it's like a core ability, and it has a positional requirement. Like, it should be better than Mangle, right? The Shred buff's on the talent tree. Ooh. Here? That's 20%. Cost more energy. $40. Red. 60, but you can talent this. Hello? You can talent it down to 48. Okay, yeah, it still costs more then. I don't see the tank hunter build. I'll see the amount of damage hunters are doing. They probably could tank. You can just take a bunch of mitigation stuff in survival, I bet. Yeah, this kind of sucks, though. I thought ferals were going to be pretty good. This is phase 1. Not down here, that's for sure. And you want ferals to be good, too, because, you know, wild strikes, hello. People are going to want ferals in their raid. Shred got buffed. Yeah, I thought it did, but... checking this, it didn't. Mangle got nerfed. I feel like Shred should be usable. Shred with proc, Rip with 5 combos, no break of Mangle, spent Tiger's Fury, that was kind of phase 1. Yeah, the armor on bosses. I remember in phase 1, when people were seeing warriors starting to climb up here. And, you know, I heard some people say they should increase the armor on bosses, and I thought increasing the armor on bosses was not a good change, because even though warriors might have been doing well in phase 1, there's more melee classes than warriors. And if you increase armor a lot, the best melee changes, but the worst melees suffer immensely. So yeah, just increasing armor on bosses definitely isn't what you should be doing here. In game it says 300. That's weird. I don't know why it doesn't on Wowhead then. I might just be looking at the wrong version of the ability, not the Season of Discovery one. But yeah, it's okay. Close that. And then finishing off, Enhancement Shaman, like the two-handed rune, I didn't think it was going to be enough. We've seen how it works. It wasn't enough. Like, imagine you've got the dual wield rune, which gives you 10% hit chance for attacks and spells, and makes Storm Strike hit with both targets. And then you've got the two-handed one, which is 30% attack speed. Like, I don't know how they expected it to be as good. And, oh, question as well, is Maelstrom on proc per minute, or is it per attack? How's the high armor on bosses hurting melee hunters? Melee hunters are just giga overtuned. Like, they're an outlier. The fact that warriors are down here and all the other melee are down here and melee hunters up here is like testament to how overpowered they are at the moment. But yeah, how does Maelstrom work? Are we talking proc per minute? Is it you attack and you have a chance to get a proc, and what's going on? Because if it's chance to proc off attack, like two-hand is even more dead. And when you're dual wielding, you have 2 imbues. Well, whereas one-handed, dual wield can have 2 imbues. Dual wield can have 2 imbues. Two-handed can have 1 imbue. That's kind of weird in my brain to say that. Big chunk of melee hunters from their pet. We looked at this earlier. Some of these guys are running Lone Wolf. There's some running pet, some are running Lone Wolf, and they're both absolutely pumping. It was bugged, okay. But either way, yeah, like, they could use something else. And Frost Mage, honestly, I don't really care if Frost Mage is good or bad at all. I don't think it matters. If you're playing a hybrid DPS class and you have 2 specs that are doing well, the fact your 3rd spec's kind of whatever is like, yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal. If Frost is down here, like, sorry if you want to play Frost Mage and that's like your favorite thing, but you have 2 good choices here. Pick one of them, pretty much. And Frost isn't even that good in PvP either, I don't think. The meta's way too bursty. You can't, like, set up and control people. You just get one-shot by everything. So, it'll be good for AoE farming, though. They'll always have that going for them. It's a PvP spec. I'm not sure if it even is in Season of Discovery. You might go Frost Talents, but you're still using, like, non-Frost runes, right? Arcane Mage Healing could be OP once you get into 40-man raids. I think Mass Regeneration has a target cap, though, so... it'll probably be good. I don't think it'll be OP. Current gear at max level and players not being max level. There's some weight to this, a limited data we're viewing. Oh yeah, absolutely, Zed. Like I said before I started, like, we're in day 5, okay? This is very limited. I'm just doing this kind of for fun, to talk about it. I personally love looking at this kind of stuff. I find it really interesting. And I monitored the Phase 1 rankings throughout. And by the way, Warriors were about here in Phase 1, and they ended up at the top. So yeah, things will change here on a weekly basis, with more gear becoming available, more players hitting level cap, more logs being logged, and yeah, just everything that goes into the patch, really. 3 months ago? Yeah, don't worry about it, it's fine. Not a problem. But yeah, this will change each week for sure. Can I confirm the Ashenvale world buff turn-in at 40 was nerfed to 100 rep from 1000? Don't know. I'm afraid I have not done it. I'm level 37. Sorry. Does anyone else know? Ashenvale world buff rep turn-in weekly. Is it 1000 rep? Is it 100? Anyone know? I wonder if anyone's done that yet. It is? Which one? 1000 or 100? It's 100 rep now? Really? That sucks. Why? Why would they do that? Just let people get their rep if they want it. You got 100? Give me 100 rep at 40. Well, there you go. Oh, hang on. Actually, yeah. Someone's just put it in chat. I think they changed this. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's just... Sorry to time you out there, but you're right. I'll get it up. Oh, what the... Let me log back in. I was enjoying that music. Yeah, sorry, it's just the bot, it times you out. But no, you're right. I was just fishing for the blue post myself. Yeah, so it will give 1000. So that you can see it was a hotfix yesterday. The Battle for Ashenvale weekly quest. So these are your faction weekly quests. Now grant full XP and rep through level 40. So if you handed it in yesterday, minus 900 XP. I'm sorry, unfortunately. But if you hand it in after, well, now, or when you can log back in, which apparently you can do now on US, then you'll get your full 1000. They should make Ashenvale event bosses and all give rep up to Exalted. Yeah, I don't think there's like... There's no need to hold stuff back on it, is there? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're... Just let people grind their thing, you know? If it takes them a bit less time, like, it's not a big deal. Right, sure, other people have had to grind more than you, and you might feel as though you're cheated out of your time, but... You know, if you invest time in something, that's your call. You know, don't hold other people back, you know? It's like, don't... The crab in the bucket thing, you know? It's like someone's climbing out the bucket and you pull them back down because you all need to suffer equally. It's like, nah, it's fine. When I've got my thing, I've got my thing. If someone gets their thing easier, good for them. I don't care. The final thing... Oh, actually, we'll check the healers real quick. Just real quick. This has gone on for a bit. So, healers so far on a 95th percentile as of day 5. In Season of Discovery, in Gnomeregan. The current and best healer is Druid. Okay. So you got that going for your Druids. I guess you're just pressing Wild Growth. In Phase 1, you just pressed Wild Growth. Let's have a little look. Ooh, it's a lot of Druid. There's a lot of priests here, though, huh? Avicii, rip. Let's see, Wild Growth. Wow, growth. Okay, so yeah, the one button rotation remains very strong. Good stuff. And then priest and mage is in third, actually. So I guess there's a lot more AoE damage going out for mage to be up here. Followed by paladin, then shaman. I think there are a bunch of bosses you have to move a bunch, right? Which is terrible for shaman with healing rain. And paladin got sacred shield, which I understand is pretty good. They didn't get any like direct heal, which they can, you know, multiply through beacon, which is a shame. Healer mage got arcane, what's it called? The arcane missiles proc, arcane barrage or something, which is just a lot of healing. Priests are just, there's no reason they didn't remain good. They got some good extra runes. Priests are priests. Okay. And yeah, druid looking good. As for tanking, druids, oh yeah, druids got revived as well, didn't they? A mages got revived through the, I think they got a scroll and a staff as well. They want to force people into battlegrounds. Yeah, not my favorite either, personally, but if I cared enough, I'd get it done, you know. What druid tanks? Wait, where's tank? Okay. All classes, tanks. Alright, brace for impact. Actually, tanky is kind of harder to, you know, as long as you're maintaining threat, you're doing your job, you know, but... So warlocks, it turns out when bosses have like 1 billion armor, warlocks are kind of good. Oh wait, this is healing. I'll put this on damage. Okay, same story. They're still clearly just above every other tank. But yeah, this is because bosses have a ton of armor. Like rogues have like poisons and bleeds, paladins have holy damage, druids have like not much. Shaman's kind of low, and then there's warrior. It's like scaling with who does more magic damage. But yeah, warlocks are gonna continue being pretty good on the tanking side of things because they generate threat. They generate threat through spells, not abilities. Not physical abilities. Rogues surprise you? As a healer, you always notice how strong tanks are quickly. Yeah, I mean, in the video I did recently, I had rogues up there for one of the stronger picks for an improved spec. I understand they nerfed Shuriken Storm compared to the data mine. It used to be 25% attack power, they nerfed it to 15%. Which is kind of miserable, but on a single target basis, rogues are going to be very powerful as a tank. Very powerful. Prop paladins with the super mana rune. Yeah, that's a great change, right? Because it's healing again. Put it on damage. Yeah, same story. Same story. They do the most healing and the most damage. The wall of purple. This is what we want Season of Discovery to be all about, right? All I want to see is just a wall of purple whenever I look at Warcraft logs. So yeah, still pretty good, huh? Still pretty good. Again, this is damage, but yeah, again, like someone was mentioning, threat is king. As long as you're holding threat as a tank, you are doing just fine. Everything apart from that damage and stuff is like nice and everything, but threat is king. So there we go. I guess that's a bit of a look at stuff. I did also want to mention one more thing before we get into a wee bit of leveling. World of Warcraft self-found mode begins on February 29th. So this is the new hardcore mode, and essentially this is hardcore, but you cannot use the auction house, you cannot use your mailbox, and you cannot trade. I believe you can still group up and stuff, right? You can still group up with other people, and to enter this game mode, what they're going to do is they're not going to release any new realms. There's just going to be like a checkbox on existing hardcore realms where you make a new character and you check a box that says, I want to be self-found. And then you boom, you log into the game and it is what it is, right? You carry on from there. And that will be in, yeah, about 2 weeks' time. A little bit after that. World of Diablo Craft, kinda. So yeah, if you want something different from Season of Discovery in 2 weeks' time, then there we go. They did notably get rid of the whole, like, when the community was doing hardcore and unofficial and stuff, it was like SSF, which was solo self-found, and Blizzard got rid of the solo part. I don't think they like that, which, you know, it's fine. I think the community unofficial rules for hardcore were actually so good, but it's just really difficult for Blizzard to emulate them in a way that's non-abusable. And WoW players love to abuse stuff if given a chance. So 60s can boost people? Yeah, I don't see why not. Technically, I believe that will be... Actually, no, 60s can't enter dungeons with people below 60. Right? I remember them making that change. Yeah, if you have to be 59 or lower. A person who's level 60 cannot group up with somebody under 60. But yeah, you could get boosted though. I don't see why that's not possible. I think... Oh, actually, didn't they reduce the experience from trash mobs inside of dungeons? And they tied all the XP onto bosses. I haven't played hardcore in a bit, you know. I think they thought about these kind of scenarios happening. So there's too much content for you to go back to hardcore. That's kind of how I feel. Like, hardcore was great when it was out. I played it a bunch. I got 2 hunters to level 60. But I don't know if I'm going to go back to it. Like, it's not even a timing thing. Even if they release this, like, at the end of Phase 1, when, you know, I didn't have much to do apart from level characters, I still don't know if I would have gone back and played it. Can you imagine going back to play Vanilla now? It's like, do you want to go back to and play Vanilla without Crusader Strike, or Divine Storm, or the Beast Mastery Rune, or Lava Burst, or Chaos Bolt, or Mutilate, or any of these other crazy runes? Like, do you want to go back and play that again? Maybe you don't. Sod is so good. It is kind of really good, yeah. Enjoyed death skipping. Yeah, so not recommended, is it? Needs to be fresh. Yeah, I would have been happy with it fresh. I would have been happy with it being solo self-found. And they unlock professions, so you can learn all professions. That would have actually been such an interesting meta to play. But yeah, I know it's like MMORPG, right? You know, people want a group. Alright, sure. Fine. Yo, Grays, thank you. Vanilla Plus. Vanilla Plus, not Modern Minus, as Agran said. Do you know if there's something like the Black Fathom Mana Oil for Noma? No, there isn't. No. Basically, no. There's a Lesser Arcane Elixir. You can check that on the auction house. You get it from Revered with your ACA rep or Duratar Logistics. But anyone can use that. It's just like 14 spell damage. But there's no Mana Oil, I don't think. Sod's an okay. Is the snack you're playing Wrath Parallel or other titles? Way too young Kata? I'm looking forward to Kata, I have to say it. They pushed the beta back a little bit now. Probably be in April time. No spell hit buff, unfought, yeah. Surely as a Warlock, I will not be in a position later on where I cannot get hit cap, because my talents give me literally 0 hit for Destro talents. This will definitely not happen again. Right, guys? Whereas mages have like a whole choice of different hit talents. Shadow Priest get 10% hit. Yeah. It's a bit of a difference. Fire Mage, you get 3%. You get Elemental Precision. Warlocks, you get 10% if you're Affliction. If you're Destruction, you get nothing. Can't get Combustion then? Ooh, oh, okay, I see. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. All right, I see you. New Warlock rune, Lady Kelser. Your shadow and fire spells do 20% more damage but miss 5% more often. That is actually evil, but so in theme with the Warlock, and I hate it. I actually hate it so much. Like, delete this right now. Yeah, if you want to ask a question, Groovy, go for it. Rogues get 10%. Do they get 10? I thought they get 5. If you're combat. Now, I don't know if you're playing combat. What sticks so far in phase 2? What do you like most and hate the most? What would you suggest except dual spec to improve things? I would have liked them just to do 40-yard nameplates or 42-yard or whatever it is. I understand why they said they didn't do it, but yeah, I would have still liked them to do it, to be honest, because these 20-yard nameplates suck, like straight up. I don't care if it changes the game if they think it's a big gameplay change. It's just annoying not to have it. What else? Instant mail, again, like, I don't think it's a big deal. I think you could put that in the game. What I've enjoyed is just... I really like the sleeping bag quest, actually. I like that a lot. I thought it was kind of fun. It had a neat story attached to it. It was very rewarding. It's something I'll definitely do on every alt. Sleeping bag is good. If you haven't done it yet, you should do it. It's worth. Anyway, I think that does it for most of the news stuff. I need to pee real quick, and then I shall BRB, and we will do a bit of leveling. Okay, so I shall be back in 1 moment. Hey, hello there. Right. Let's actually get a wee bit of XP. Let's close this. Right, we are good. The sleeping bag of... Yeah, the sleeping bag quest is actually so good. Been logged in all this time, no. Alright, it's fine. I can use it again in a bit. OSM? Nah, the dungeon farming's boring. I don't like it. As long as this isn't too contested. Things have kind of quieted down a little bit already. Let's try this cave. It's usually pretty good in here. Oh well. He's waiting. Trying to get back into the game. The last time you played was when Dragonflight came out. I was wondering if the Death Knight is viable, fun to play. You understand it's based on preference, of course, but you're like an outside point of view on it if that's okay. When you ever played Priest and Paladin at the moment, you're also looking into Shaman, but you're not too sure. So for Season of Discovery, it's actually separate from Wrath of the Lich King. There's like, I guess it can be kind of confusing. There's a lot of different versions of Classic at the same time. So this version of the game I'm playing right now doesn't have Death Knight, like it doesn't exist. That's exclusively on Wrath of the Lich King servers. We're talking about retail. Yeah, I mean, if it's in regards to retail, I'm not too sure. If you'd like to know about stuff in regarding Classic, Season of Discovery, Wrath of the Lich King, I could help. Oh, you're in retail? Oh, right, okay. I'm probably not going to be the best person to ask if I'm being completely honest. I haven't played Dragonflight much. Again, there's like a lot of different versions of World of Warcraft that exist at the same time now. But it's just not an area that I'm too familiar with. What level to get a sleeping bag? You could get it at level 25 if you really wanted to. But it's kind of up to you when you want to get it. So there's different benefits to it. It gives you about 15,000 XP for doing all the quests. And you also get these items, which give you rested experience. And I think they give you about 20% of a current level. And they seem to scale with whichever level you use them at. So I think you could do it early, but it's probably best to do it when you're like in your mid-30s or so. Yeah, you get these things here. I'll use one when I'm level capped, when I hit next level, so I can actually show you what they do, which won't be for a little bit. But they basically give you a bunch of rested XP, like you press the button and you just get rested experience. They heal too? I didn't even know they heal. I didn't try that. But yeah, I would advise doing the sleeping bag quest. I think it's worth it. The 3% experience is going to add up in later phases as well, because there's just a lot of experience needed later on. And... am I going to die here? Wait, I'm silenced. Whoa! Go execute. Holy, they definitely have execute. I just got very lucky I didn't die. I need to pay attention. Ooh. He says life tapping. I'll be fine there, right? I'm just, it's just Warlock roleplay. It's very in theme to nearly die every, you know, level or two. Just XP off. I'm not using that at the moment. Don't you rest XP because you don't have time to play. Hey, my man. Yeah, you're just getting it passively. Couldn't imagine why it's the hardest class in hardcore. Yep, because of guys like me who are like, huh, I'm on half health against a mob which I know is going to execute. Life taps. I'll be fine. And they silence too, which is kind of annoying. And you know these student fodder things, the things that give you rested experience? I don't think they're going to work in phase 3. I think people are going to hold on to them, and Blizzard are going to say they're going to release some patch which says, oh no, your student fodders have gone off because they've been in your bags for so long. And they're going to say that because they don't want you going into phase 3 with like all this borrowed rested XP sitting in your bag. I think they're going to nerf them. I would use them in phase 2 personally. I would not save them. I can 100% chance see them doing this. But yeah, it's a gamble. If you want to keep them, keep them. But, you know, don't go getting upset if they nerf them. I would not be surprised. They'll give us more. Maybe. Yeah, we don't know. They could do. You could be right. Didn't do the quest until 40. That's the thing, right? It's not even bad to do it at 40, because obviously you're losing out on the rest of the XP, which, you know, that sucks and everything, but I think you get about 10 to 12 gold. Personally, I'm going to use... Yeah, I'm like level 37 at the moment. I think using them between about 37 and 40 is kind of ideal. I didn't really plan this out. I just did it earlier today because I was like editing, and you need to run around so much. So I was like, I'm just gonna like auto run and then do some stuff in the background, you know. You're 32 already. I guess if you're living inside of a dungeon, you don't really want to go out of your way to do all that stuff, do you? Assuming you were doing that. Like, if I was dungeon grinding, I'd just say, I don't care. I'm just going to keep grinding until I'm done. I'm going to grind till my goal is complete. Whatever happens in between happens. Yeah, you did. Fair enough, you know. You can always do it on your alt, right? It's only happened for your main. Oh! Who's this guy? Yo, is this a hunter rune down here? Should I go help him? I'm gonna go help. It's like he's having a bad day. Witherbark Goliath. Oh, and these rune mobs. This is actually so interesting. These rune-related mobs work how mob tagging does in retail. I don't think I've ever seen anyone mention this, but people cross-faction and ungrouped can gain tags on rune-related mobs, and they'll be able to loot them. See? That is exactly how it works on retail. And it's in Classic. Whoa, crazy. Wait, where am I? Where's the way out? Wasn't it like the lion rune mob? Yep, Carradine. Worked exactly like that. And the Warlock one for Shadow Flame, it's in like southeastern, yeah, southeastern Desolus. That's cross-faction too. Yo, nearly yoinked my troll then. Ooh, he's ambitious. Or 35. Right. I'll be taking that one. Just one of them. But yeah, it makes sense to do, to be honest, because otherwise it'd be super annoying if there's like a bottleneck trying to get a rune and stuff. Ganking a mob competition? Yeah, if you're on a PvP server, like... Whew. Leveling on the open world is going to be crazy. There's a lot more people here now than earlier. A lot more as well, holy. I think AoE or looting will be added. I kinda doubt it. It would be a convenience thing and all, but... I just don't think it's like that big of a deal. I don't know. I'm okay not having it. Personally. So I think on average in retail you tend to kill like a bunch of stuff at once. And the only times when I really benefit from AoE looting or being able to loot multiple things at once in Classic is when I'm farming on either a paladin, just AoE farming, or a mage. The rest of the time, it's just not that big of a deal really. There's way more people out here now. Damn. Earlier in the day, Stone was pretty empty. I was thinking, oh, it'll be okay when I level later on. But I guess I've waited till like peak time started now, haven't I? Already got to enjoy the STV experience. Yep, I did the first Blood Moon event. In fact, I was recording something earlier today, and I was in Booty Bay. And I was recording for the changes they made to the Zandalari emissaries, where you can turn off the thing. And as I was recording it, some troll shaman in Booty Bay, I was on an ult that was level 25, decided to flame shock and lava burst and one-shot one of my ults. I was just like, oh, well, okay, then fair enough. And then the guards walked over and like instantly killed him. And also I was by the flight path, and the flight path guy was aggressive because the blood moon was on, and someone landed and right-clicked him. And like, he like summoned all the griffins and just instantly died. It's like, yeah, this, this blood moon event is an absolute fiesta. It's fun though. But I'm probably going to wait till I'm 40 before doing it more on my lock now. There's just a lot of level 45 man groups running about. And if you're not level 40 and in a 5-man group with your mountain stuff, it's pretty rough, especially when people are starting to gear up with their, you know, profession gear, their raid stuff, all that. So we need pouches. So Witherbark, while the Witch Doctors, I think. Macros. Witherbark. My insane mob tagging strats. I had a similar experience, yep. That do be how it is. Yeah, if you're on a Warlock and you're having trouble mob tagging, the meta rune is really good. You just make a macro with the mob you need to target, put it on Searing Pain, and it's one of the best mob tagging things in the game. And if you need to find where a mob is, you can just send your pet at it. Ooh. Yoink that. What's that, Green Ray? Oh, this is a Master Channeler. So it's basically drain life, but I don't have to channel it. Oh, nice thing. Level 38. Yeah, it's just drain life, but it's a damage over time effect. I think Shadow Striking. Moonfire is still very good. Anyway, I'll show you what these things do now. So you get 8 of these when you do the sleeping bag quest. And they have a 30-minute cooldown each, but you see my head in the way? No, it's not. You see the bar at the bottom here, rested XP, so I'm about a bar and a half into this. I click one of these and... So that gave 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 bars of rested XP instantly. And yeah, again, you get 8 of these from doing the sleeping bag quest. Life tap before you use it. I'm full health and mana anyway. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let's get this party started.
Would recommend. Oh, these witch doctors always have bad drop rates. Oh, I got a mage scroll though. These have been going for some decent gold. I think I sold one of these on day 2 for over a gold, and the last one I sold went for 70 silver, which is it's all right. Adds up, doesn't it? And I have that classic problem of my bag is full of crap. I don't know if these guys share spawns, actually. I think I'll just start killing them. Which meant to see the healing. Oh, right, yeah. It's kind of weird, though, but I'm not 100% sure why they put them on a cooldown. Other than to, like, encourage you to use them separately. I don't think it would have been a big fuss if you could use them all together. And having a pet is so nice for mob tagging. You can just send your pet in and they point it out for you. Does Meta do the same as Affliction, but it's much more tankier? Nah, they're kind of different specs. Meta's just for tanking, really. I'm using it at the moment because I want to tag mobs, and it has an instant cast Searing Pain, which is just better than anything any of my spells can do. If you're doing damage in PvE, you play Destruction with Incinerating Chaos Bolt. If you're tanking, you play Metamorphosis, which is this, and then you just play other runes. And if you're leveling, generally you just play Affliction, but again, I'm just doing this for mob tagging. Dirty Rogues. If you're on a PvP server, I don't think I'll play Haunt. I agree with that. I play Meta. Because sitting in Meta, it's such a deterrent, right? Like, if a rogue wants to like mess with you, they have to get through this enormous amount of armor and like crit damage mitigation. Scares them off. Using Meta in Dungeon for the increased life tap. Not Shadowbolt Volley? Really? I mean, Shadowbolt Volley should have been good. Or were they going for Incinerate, Lake of Fire, Hellfire? That should also be good, by the way. I just didn't dungeon grind personally. I would have liked to give it a try, though. Volley until 30. Oh, yeah, and then Hellfire all the way, right? I tell you what, Warlock's got terrible RNG with Hellfire. Like, Hellfire is actually pretty good at 40, but check this out, right? So we got rank 1 of Hellfire at 30. Rank 2 is at level 42. That's unfortunate. And you get 1 rank every 12 levels, which means rank 3 is at 54. So basically, you always have a bad rank of Hellfire until level 60. Eh? Down here. Bad RNG on that one. Just very bad RNG. I don't like the whole spell rank thing. Like, I brought it up in phase 1 a bunch. When I started realizing that, you know, melee classes were pulling ahead, and I thought part of the reason was spell ranks, but I remember watching one of the interviews with it. I don't remember which person was doing the interview. It was with Agrand, and he basically said, A, it would be difficult to balance every spell rank, or like to try and scale them up, which I agree with. I can see where they're coming from with that. But B, if you have a bad spell rank, you just kind of have to find a different way to play the game. And for some classes, there isn't a different way to play the game. Like, Moonkins, this phase, your Starfire is a rank you learn at level 34, which is garbage. And it's been buffed through Eclipse, so it might be better. Warlock's Hellfire is like good, but it's 2 levels off being better, and I don't know, there must be other examples out there. I think the whole spell rank thing could be better. Yeah, Shadowbolt, again, like what you're saying, yeah, Shadowbolt phase 1, you learned it at level 20. Frostbolt phase 1, level 20. Lightning Bolt phase 1, level 20. It's just, it feels like RNG. It's like, oh, I got a good spell rank. Okay, this spec's viable. Oh, I got a bad spell rank? Yeah, this is going to be awful. And that's just how it is. It's just kind of RNG. It doesn't feel great. Like, what are my future ranks of Shadowbolt? Like, at this level, my best Shadowbolt is... where is it? Wait, I haven't already learned it. Oh no, I'm looking too late. So I get... rank 6 I can learn now. So yeah, level 38, which is okay. That's not bad. Level 50, my best Shadowbolt is... I'm not seeing it. There's rank 7 at 4. Oh, please don't tell me it's 44. Nope, where's rank 8? Hang on, hang on. Find the Shadow Bolt. Wait, why can I not see this? Hello? Oh, rank 8. Level 52. Yo, Dave, what up? Geezers probably love the YouTube videos. I guess you should say you're a Willy enjoyer. It's very bold of you to admit that. Also, never forget, fuck the Tories. Dave, as always, a very wholesome and generous message from yourself. Thank you. I appreciate that. 52. So literally, Warlock's got the worst RNG possible on 2 of their abilities at level 50. This spell rank stuff sucks. Like, there isn't alternatives. Like, it's just not usable. Like, hello? What's it do at damage at 52? So it does 360 to 402. And the rank before that does... It's like a quarter damage difference. What is this? Like, why are some of my spells just bad because I got unlucky?
Greetings.
Wait, where's the follow-up quest?
Great to meet you.
As the dots and add-on, it is a weak aura called this one here, debuffs on nameplates. We just search that and from wago.io and you'll get it. But yeah, I don't know about this spell rank thing. I mean, if you're a healer, you can down rank. Down ranking as a healer is fine. You actively want to do that, but this is like 360 to 402 damage. Hang on. No one saw me clicking that. Versus the other one is just... But I want to play Shadow Bolt volley specs. Especially when at level 50 we're starting to get into more later game dungeons. And it's just not going to be good. Like, I can look into the future and say this spec is probably not going to be worth playing. And if you want to go Shadow Bolt volley, unlucky, bad spell rank. Play something else. It's like weird because I untouched after 2019. Yeah, no worries. I don't use too many add-ons really. I have a pretty basic UI, but it works. A Shadow Bolt volley is pretty pog if you don't have a healer following you for Hellfire combined with Nightfall. I showed this earlier in the stream. Let me show it again, real quick. Hang on. I need to hide my super secret document folder, so I don't link the. I don't want to leak the launch codes. One moment. So I found out in phase 2, you can AoE farm as a Warlock. Okay. Check this out. So basically, you take Shadow Bolt Volley, right, and Everlasting Affliction, and just put Corruption on stuff. And then if you can abuse some kind of pathing mechanic, you can, like, pull tons of stuff in. Like, here I've got all the elites from over there, the elites from that room over there. I've rainified the elites from this other room in here. And I'm currently tanking... So I pulled, like, a lot of elites as a Warlock here. And you basically abuse this safe spot in Stockade, which is really dumb. And yeah, you can just Shadow Bolt Volley. The secret Warlock tag that no one wants you to know about. And you just run out and in between this corner and mobs get stuck over here and like try and run towards you. And you just run back into the corner. And then you just Shadow Bolt Volley them. Is the secret Warlock tech. They can actually AoE farm stuff. And how many elites is that? It's quite a few elites. You wouldn't be able to do this normally on a Warlock. Yeah. Yeah, Shadowbolt Volley has some interesting interactions if you can kite stuff. Oh, wait, let me respec. It's spicy. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out in other dungeons, but I can't find somewhere where I can kite stuff as well. That's Nightfall proc weak aura. I think this time it's an add-on. Yeah, spell activation overlay. So it'll show all procs. So if you like a brain freeze on a mage or something. There you go. If I can find out how to do that in another dungeon, I will definitely be doing it. Ooh, waiting for respawns. He's got his sword, look at him. Ooh, TY. We are waiting for the respawn. Streaming while just mentioning your add-ons. Hey, add-ons make a bunch of a difference. It's okay. And sometimes people ask for an add-on and there's not really a good way to show them unless you, you know, if you've got some like add-on command and it's just a list, it's like, yeah guys, here's my add-ons. And you're like, okay, which one does which though? And I'm like, oh, right. I did an SM calf. Around like the stairs of the waterfall maybe? You could be right. The thing about stockades is they're all melee as well. If you have casters, it could mess you up. I could give it I'm a 38 though, so kind of most of the way there already. Economy on WoW growth seems really broken. A lot of auction house stuff is almost vendor price or under on Horde. Huh. Yeah, a few things are an alliance too, for sure. But yeah, there's things that are worth a good gold still. Oh, you asked about Engraver? Oh yeah, Engraver. That's this one down here, by the way, in case you're wondering. So I play a lot of different specs. And so I kind of like having a decent, fast way to check which I have. And then if you, it just basically shows your engravings, you can change them quick. So I could go, ooh, I want meta here, I'm going to press this. And yeah, I would equip meta, and I can change it back. Yeah, that Warlock tech, I think it has potential. Because, especially if I had more talent points. So when I was doing that, I had to go all the way down to Nightfall. Ooh, talent point. But if you have more, you could go into improved Shadowbolt. So when Shadowbolt Volley crits, the target's going to take 20% more shadow damage. Which is going to scale super well with Corruption. That, and the wand, thank you very much. I'm not sure if I do this quest. I feel like the Kobold Mine has like poor respawns and there's going to be a million people there. I'm going to try Strongguard. I think Strongguard's also going to be super busy. If Strongguard's a nightmare, I might try the Underwater Zone over here. And if that's bad, we could always try the quest from Hillsbrad. I've given myself a few options today. Right, let's TY to these two. Look at the Paladin, he's got his big new sword already. Holy. Unenchanted. Look at that. That looks crazy. The classic, at least. So yeah, we'll hand this in and then... Yeah, either just the Strongguard quests or the Ogre quests over here. And we'll get a bit of XP off that. Only 2 levels left. I should sell some stuff as well. Ooh, swiftness potion. Ooh, large knapsack. Hey, yo. I didn't even know I got that. Yeah, I can equip that as well. It's deviant high pack. Or, I guess they're worth over a gold though, aren't they? Do I sell it instead? And your spider eyes? Ah, yes, in a dust swallow, that one, isn't it? Good old unpopped spider eyes. And you get to that one quest step on Jarl where he's like, bring me a moonlight blade. And you look on the auction house to see how much a moonlight blade is, and it's like 15 gold, and nobody's ever completed that quest because they're always so overpriced. The classic experience right there. Can use that. You know what? I'm just going to equip it for now. Deviant high pack. Wait. Oh, I need to change it around. Wrong one. Deviant hide and... hold. Why isn't it equipping? Eh? You know what? We'll just stick with that how it is at the moment. You tried to block that memory. But every single time I go there, I never even accept that quest. Hello, Kalki. Let's see, what can I sell here? Farmer's shovel, could need that. You're holding on to that, can sell that. Moonsight rifle, get rid of that. Hold on to these other bags for bank space. I guess I sell some of this random meat I've got. And yeah, looks good enough. I'm gonna sell flint and tinder. I don't think I'll need that.
Safe travels.
How are ya?
And that one in, and it's strong guard time. Soul shards don't stack. Now that's that do be classic for you, but we did have a nice buff to them to where if you get one of those new quality of life bucks, soul harvesting. It's basically how farming shards works in Wrath of the Lich King. You just hit something, and you hit him with a rank 1 drained soul, and every few times it crits, or just hits, sorry, you have a chance to generate a soul shard, a bit like that. You don't have to kill them anymore. Just find something that gives honor, make your pet hit it once or twice, and then you just drain away. There you go. 2 of them so far, look at that. Normally I'd have had to kill 2 entire raptors for this. And now I have this instead. Ugh. Okay, pet needs to generate a bit more aggro. Wait, I've drained life rank 1 on my bars twice. Why have I done this? Right, that'll do. Anyway, example over. Basically, that's how it works in Wrath, and they put it in Classic, and it's pretty good. Deluxe selling summons to Scarlet Monastery have 2 other people they have to work with to summon. Initially, to get the summoning stone up, yes, but after that, you can do it with 1 other person. So you can just use Portal of Summoning. Another new ability, which is from TBC, I think, not Wrath. So instead of a ritual, which always needs 3 people, including yourself, you can do this, and then 2 other people can, like, raise the portal. And then when the portal's up, it acts as a 3rd person, so you only need 2 of you. Pretty good update. It's pretty nice, yeah. I can't complain, really. I do enjoy having that about. New demon. just brought a friend of yours back into WoW, but you forgot about the faction lock. Oh no. Have to wait for a spot to open on Lone Wolf. That... Ooh. That server's been locked for, yeah, I don't want to give you, like, bad news, but that's been locked since about week 1 of Phase 1. And, even when there was, like, a population drop towards the end of Phase 1, it was still locked. Who knows? Maybe you can, you know, 2 of you start on a new server for a bit. Have a bit of fun. Ooh, Stormwind music. I think we get a rune here as well for Invocation. .75% Alliance. It's probably not terribly balanced overall, but there might just be more people leveling faster on Alliance, which contributes to that. Yeah, I don't think maybe I can solo them. I think I can solo most of these quests, to be fair, but obviously if there's a group going, I'll join a group. But the badge quest is not a good one to group on. This rune sucked. It's like from the Invokers, right, or the Shadowcasters. It's for Invocation as well, which is like... It's not great, is it? Big skip, by the way, here. If anyone doesn't know about it. You can run all the way around here. You skip all that stuff below. And if you ever get into trouble when you're over here, if you jump up on this little platform, that's a safe spot. But I think I'm good here. There's no spawns. We'll hop down. Hello, WoW info. All the PvP servers on Alliance are logged. Damn. Oh, game mode's popular, huh? Just have to watch my back for respawns here. Yeah, I heal so much now. It's not really... I could probably tank 2 melee mobs for a while, and I'd be okay. Just because I heal so much. Probably be using Immolation as well, but yeah, it's just not that great. And war. I usually get this on the first drop. I feel like I'm always lucky with this quest. Holy, he's just face tanking 2 of them. Absolute chad. I won't be face tanking 2 of the lords. These guys hit giga damage. It's a shaman. Right, this way, sir. Dog whistle good. It was briefly good in phase 1. In phase 2, it'll be like okay. Not much better than okay though. I wouldn't go out of your way to farm it or anything. Like, if you get it, you get it, and you can just have a bit of fun with it. Getting all the Nightfall procs. This is a side effect of having Master Channeler, by the way. Gives you so many Nightfall procs. Strain Life is just always ticking. Get that, and need another Shaman. Got a Fell Hunter. No, I need to do that. The problem, the Fell Hunter quest is so annoying to do. You have to kill 1 mob in Hillsbrad, which is, or collect a buck in Hillsbrad, which is like, that's fine. Hillsbrad isn't annoying to get to, but then you have to go to 1,000 Needles. And as an Alliance player, there is literally nothing of value in 1,000 Needles. There's like 1 or 2 quests. If you're Horde, it's a good zone, but Alliance, it's not good. So I've still not bothered getting it. I need to though. Whoa, holy, jeez, did like all my health bar in 1 hit. It's like PvPing. Shimmering Flats is great. Shimmering Flats is a fantastic zone. Not the most exciting, you know, visually or anything, but a lot of XP there. Yeah, I'm gonna make a soulstone after that one. Like, holy. It's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of it. Again, there's a lot of XP there. And you can't say too bad when you're leveling up fast. I'm just gonna wait for this to like resolve itself. There's some kind of disaster happening over here. I need to go by there to get to Gadget Zone. I got the flight path in Gadget Zone in phase 1. Yeah, because I was buying the recipe for transmuting true silver. So I already had that done. Surely this won't pull all the shamans. Okay, evade, fine. I don't want to pull these lords. They've got 7,000 health, by the way. I'm starting to notice the buffed health pools here a bit. I swear these guys used to be about 4 or 5, maybe. I actually want him to hit me with his ability up and see how much he hits for. Okay, we're not going to let him hit me anymore because he just hit me for 500 non-crit. And if he has Stone Fist up, he might one-shot me. Physical damage increased by 100. Okay, I'm going to let him hit me one time. 3-9. Wait, he hit more than that before he had the buff. Eh? That doesn't make sense. Well, those are just crushing blows then, right? Must have been crushing blows. Yeah, crushing. Okay, fair enough. How's Affliction lock? The DPS wasn't great in phase 1. Same story in phase 2. You're still playing Destruction for raiding. But Affliction is great for leveling. And I'm playing Affliction right now for leveling. 1,000 XP. I do have rested XP at the moment, so... Pretty generous though, right? Yeah, how much less threatening caster mobs are, by the way. I can literally jump about in front of them and spam life tap and my health doesn't go down. 940 XP. That's pretty good. So, I think these guys are all linked together. I can't really be pulling 3 shamans, I'll just die. Or... Right, you know what, we'll try it. There's nothing else up at the moment. I think I know a safe spot, so... We'll give it a go. Think of him. Wait. Wrong button. Ooh. Wait, where's my demon gone? Where's the sock? Alright, we're gonna have to reset on this one. I don't know what I did. I was trying to use Seduce on one of them and then face tank the other 2. Unless... Alright, I'm greeting it. Resetting, no. I feel like I'm taking about 1 million damage, but I'm not losing health. Oh! Why is there a berserker? Uh-oh. Alright, well, I tried. It wasn't a good idea, but I tried. That was a me having soulstone angle. I'm not gonna res yet, cause well, at least no, they're not aggroed on me anymore. I'll be fine now, yeah? The thing is, yeah, if you just go up on this roof and don't drop down, you'll be safe. I feel like all these guys are in a lot of danger now, and this may have been partially or entirely due to me. However, as a Warlock, it is part of my roleplay to sort of provide inconvenience. Wait, there's a priest up there. This has just turned into such a fiesta at the moment. Right, don't mind me, I'm going to get some more shamans, yeah? Like, who is this guy? Why is he attacking me? I haven't done anything. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm pretty sure he's gonna, like, do all my health bar if he hits me. Actually, he's not hitting for much. The back-to-back Nightfall procs, you'll love to see it. Alright, let's try and actually kill some shamans and hopefully get the quest item now. Oh, there's one. Hello, pet? Use your ability, please. Why didn't that work? I may not have the macro working the way I expect it to be. Don't mind me, guys. Just clicking works perfectly fine, okay? Still didn't get the quest item. This is bad RNG for this item. I feel like it's usually pretty easy to get. Hello, Pia. Good day to you, sir. He's respawned with a... I need to see the quest mob, I wasn't looking at it. Right, no one look at me clicking. My macro isn't working, okay? Not even close. Uh-oh. Do they aggro on me here? Oh no, don't reset, don't reset. Please, no, he's resetting. I just want the kill. What an absolute tragedy that was. Right, let's try and get one more shaman. Surely I will get the quest item now. These guys do have a lot more health than they used to, though. You can start to see how much Blizzard have begun buffing things when it comes to some of these zones. Right, so that's kind of off limits now because there's 3 of them. This one will do. Yeah, and when you have Haunt up as well, the drain life heals for an absolute crazy amount of health. And no quest item. This is actually just bad RNG at this point. Let's check this macro. Why wasn't it working? Oh, because I haven't put the ability on it. That would tend to be the reason why. Put that on there. There we go. And take this guy out because he's just kind of in the way a little bit. Might be sort of annoying to leave him up. And you can kite him around this corner a bit. Yo, Moist Outlet, what up? Good luck on the grind. There's plenty of XP between 25 and 40. That's for sure. Right, so we got... Oh, there's another one now. Oh, there's one that's respawned there kind of organically. I'll see if I can pull him out by himself. Oh, well, that actually worked. I'm kind of amazed. How did that not chain? Alright, I'll take it. I thought I was going to get all 4 then, for sure. Built around grinding? Yeah, that's kind of vanilla questing in a nutshell. Half of it is just killing stuff, the other half is handing in quests. There we go, got it. Right, I'll see what's happening with these quests now, how busy things are. But you have to hand in this Azure Gate, then you have to come back here anyway. So we'll see where it's at. My favourite addition to Season of Discovery, just the runes in general. It's kind of like I don't know, kind of like an obvious answer, I suppose, but they've changed up gameplay, they've made things significantly different. But at the same time, I think there's probably a few too many like retail type abilities in the game. I really enjoy the abilities which are unique to Season of Discovery. So I think they're kind of like reinforcing that idea of doing something new. But at the same time, you know, like it's a seasonal server, they probably are surprised themselves at Blizzard by how well this server has done. So, you know, we'll take what we can get kind of thing. And just a lot of the discovery quests in general. As for the worst thing, honestly, probably the PvP events, and that goes for both of them. They've just been problematic. Like Ashenvale went through like half a dozen updates and iterations and changes, and I know they put it out, they haven't had time to test it on a PTR, they're trying to fix it. Like, I sympathize, but at the same time it hasn't been good. And it's, you know, when you're just trying to like play the game as the guy, just, you know, as the end user kind of thing, it's not been that great. And I think the STV event, like initially it came out and then people were just graveyard farming and farming their blood coins and they got the rewards super fast. And then they tried to fix it and then they fixed it, and it's like specifically bad for Warlocks and Paladins because they can't mount and run away because they've got a spellcasted mount and stuff like that. Yeah, there's been probably the PvP events, but they're kind of a bit more optional. Like, you don't have to do them. Everyone kind of has to get their runes. Like, if you're playing Season of Discovery and you're not getting runes, like, why are you here? But yeah, you can do the PvP events a bit, and they're not like crazy mandatory or anything. Yeah, like when they talked about STV and free for all, I was like, yo, that sounds so hype. And then you see me, I'm not level 40 yet, which a lot of people aren't level 40, right? But you just kind of run into 5-man groups who are level 40 and they're just so much more prepared than you, and you just get farmed. Not much you can do. PvP in general's bad right now. It is extremely bursty. Yeah. I mean, they just nerfed Boomkin. We were talking about it earlier today. And then the Shadow Priest. There's Rogue if they get in range of you, and yeah, just there's a lot of damage right now. You main a mage. Yeah, mages haven't quite met expectations. Typically, they're such a good class in vanilla for PvP. But now, I think burst damage is just so high that mages they're kind of like struggling to compete. Because when they try and burst people out, they just get outbursted, basically. They can't keep up with the amount of damage that's happening. I also think, right, this is a pretty, I mean, this might be a bit of a far out idea, but I think with how the runes are at the moment, they're a bit too obscure, and they encourage too much reliance on searching through third-party websites and Wowhead or Rested XP or guides and stuff. I think there should be more in-game ways or opportunities to discover the runes that exist. And I had an idea, right? So, there's a quest. You might know it. It's called Reliquary of Purity. It starts in Moonglade. And in order to pick up this quest, you have to have discovered the zone of Diamol. So, like, this is the only quest in the game that works this way. So you discover Diamol, then you have to go to some guy in Moonglade, and you have to talk to him, you get some extra text, and then you can pick up the quest. You've probably seen this on Questy, if you've leveled a few times, and you've been like, well, where's the quest? It's because you haven't discovered Diamol. That's why it's not there. And so I think this is kind of like a good idea for how Blizzard could do things, where they can basically, if they know you've completed something in the game, they can point you towards where a rune might be. For example, okay, there'll be a new NPC where your class trainers are called like Rune Researcher. You can make it more flavoursome, right? For mages, you could call it like Arcane Researcher. For Warlocks, I don't know, Demonic Cataloger. Just something that fits the flavour of the class. And then say you've reached a certain level threshold, or you've killed a mob in a certain zone, or you've discovered a certain area within the game. That NPC could then say to you, oh, we've heard that some trolls are experimenting with new magic in Stranglethorn Vale. Why don't you go and explore that area? And so you might have been to the zone where the rune is, but because of circumstance you didn't discover the rune. But if this cataloger or researcher exists, they could kind of point you towards going back there. And that would be good as well, because typically in vanilla, you do go back to your class trainer quite often, like every level or two. So I think that would make sense, because at the moment, like, if you miss where a rune is, you just kind of don't get it. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I think that'd be interesting to do. At the moment, some of these runes, you miss where they are, and you just don't get them, and that kind of is what it is. If a rune's tied to a zone, you go to that zone, the quest chain pops up and gives you hints on how to find it. Yeah, or what Seaman's saying, some runes you do get a mailbox and information, but some of the others are just so obscure. It's, yeah, some are just, I think they're like over the top mysterious to the point where you're just not gonna find them. Like, do you believe that any person in the game has found every rune by themselves? Like, do you think that person exists? Like, one single person has found every single rune in Season of Discovery by themselves? I don't know. I'm not sure it's a viable way to play the game. Like, it's excessively difficult. And there could just be some, like, better guidance on where to find the runes. They don't need to, like, hold your hand and say, go to 5226 at this area on the map. But, you know, if they could say, the Syndicate in Alterac Mountains have found some new technology, Rogue. Go over there. And then you just go over to Strombrad and maybe there's a rune there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think they could give you a bit of a better hint to where to find stuff. The Nourish rune? I heard about the Nourish rune and it being difficult. You're sure a handful of solo players have done it? I would be really surprised if anyone's done it. Like, it would unironically take you hundreds of hours to find all the runes by yourself. You would need to go over every zone with such a fine tooth comb to find everything. It's difficult, like it really is. Things, again, like I don't want it to be like extreme, like hold your hand the whole way through, but you know, it could be a bit more reasonable at the same time. Anyway, I'm just having a quick nap, as you can see here, getting my XP buff. This is the sleeping bag, by the way. You can't even see yourself when you're a gnome, but I'll be right back one moment. Got to get that XP buff, don't I? Right, nap time is over. I hope everyone enjoyed the nap. Apart from that rat. Because we have questing to be doing. Yeah, it's kind of... Wait, is there anyone here apart from me? Five more minutes. No, get up now. Champion, we need you to close the wounds. On the Paladin rune says you swim from Menafil to Newman's Landing in Dunmorrow. Holy. Well, enjoy your swim, I guess. Such is the price of being a holy warrior and all that good stuff. Imagine. No pendant. Never lucky. Right, where is Marez? Going on a stealth mission. Why does the seduction bar just appear? Weird. Right. Marez, are you alive? Yeah. Okay, right, she's upstairs. If I die with this sleeping bag buff, does it disappear, by the way? Or does it persist through death? I've actually no idea. I haven't died with it yet. It does? Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, that's great then. Yes, sadly. It used to. It doesn't anymore. No. Oh my god. What? They hotfixed it? That's BS. Like, how are you meant to use this on a PvP server? Hello? Like, if I was here and Stabby McStabberson, the undead rogue, appears behind me and mutilates me twice, like, my buff is just gone. Ooh, health bar. Let's pot that. That's kind of crap though. Like, why does it have a 3-hour cooldown then? It feels like you do one or the other, you know? You make it easy to keep. It used to go away, but now it stays. Oh. Oh, right, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good then. Yeah, good change. Good change, Blitz. So that's a W. That's a W then. Alright, I was understanding it the other way around. Whew. Yeah, because again, on PvP servers, it's like, if the sleeping bag goes a 3-hour cooldown, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Die for science? Nah, it's okay. Oh, well, it's difficult to get the sleeping bag. You've been sick since phase 2 started. No, it's pretty easy to get. It's just a lot of running. It will take you probably a good 30 to 40 minutes of running in game. You're going to be getting your cardio in. Okay, you're going to earn it, but it's worth getting. Very worth getting, actually. I'm going to get sleeping bag on all my ults. I was trying to find earlier, actually, what is the total amount of XP, right? I was trying to look at the XP tables. I couldn't find a decent one. But, like, the total amount of XP you need between levels 25 and 40... Like, what would minus 3% actually be in numbers? Maybe not between 25, between like 40 and 60. Like, is 3% actually a pretty good buff? Is it going to save you a few hours? I feel like it will do. Yeah, no worries. Whoa, die. Hello? Okay. He will definitely not run into anyone else. You'll math it? Yeah, I just couldn't find a good table with the total XP. I feel like it should be minus, like... I don't know. I really don't know what the total amount is. Oh, no-y. I am in pain. I don't have a soul stone either, and the run back's kind of long here, so if I could not die, that would be fantastic. In fact, I would really be a fan of not dying right now. Like, that would be great. I think I'm okay. Words that are often said on this channel followed by immediate failure. It tends to be bad. Okay, we're good, right? He's not going to run into any other Syndicate people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you guys are saying, it's got the other buffs as well, but like, just from a percentage point of view, like, what is the realistic time saver 3% will give you? Don't crit. Ooh. This is fine. This is why Warlocks don't live on hardcore, by the way. I'm just rolling a 1 out of 20 chance that I die there. These are 37 elites, I should Are you running in fear, or... There you go. Just about got it. Alright, I'm definitely getting a soul stone off after that. That was a fiesta. And a new health stone. And there we go. Yeah, I'm getting a fresh health stone after that. My health bar was ping-ponging then, hard. Oh, I should get some, bit more rested XP. Where are my nuggies? Here they are. And... Oh, and it full heals you as well. Yo, who was saying that? It healed me for 1,000. Good shout on that. Nice. These are like the most OP items in the game. Do you use these in PvP? Oh, they're doing some tournament, aren't they? Is OTK's doing some PvP tournament, right? Are people going to be able to use these in combat? Yo, the student fodder tech. People are just going to full heal, aren't they? It's insane. It's pretty nice. I'm a fan. Generate mana. Yeah, I saw my mana shoot up a bit, but I just don't have mana as a resource on my unit frames here. What's the new raid? Well, I haven't done the new raid personally. It looks like a lot of fun. The loot's pretty incredible. There's a lot of quests in there. It looks genuinely very good. Haven't done it myself though, so I will reserve judgment until I've done so, but at this point in time it is positive. It's kind of annoying. You hover over their frame here, and I can't tell if this is an alliance player or a hall player because I'm not on a PvP server. Streamers below 40 helps the FOMO. Yeah, I'm not about to sit in Scarlet Monastery for 12 hours. That's not how I want to play the game. Look, I saw phase 1 lasting for 10 weeks, and I realized we're gonna have plenty time, you know. Don't trick yourself into doing things you don't enjoy. If you want to go straight to 40 and dungeon farm, you do you know. It's a video game. Do what you want, but I'm in no rush. I'm 38 and a half. And I might even get 40 today, you know? Who knows? That's punishing to melee. I've heard something along that line too, actually. If he's doing Marez, I should group up with him. Not Marez, the Ottoan Falcon Crest. Falcon Crest, the guy at the top of this tower, hits like a truck. I could absolutely not solo him. Like, even on regular servers, this guy claps. So on SOD, with the, like, NPC buffs, he's gonna destroy me. I think he'd destroy an actual proper tank as well. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna invite him and we can do this quest here. You already have guildmates burn out doing the dungeon grind. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I mean, like, I understand why you'd want to do it. I did some dungeon grinding myself, but going like that the whole way, it's just kind of not for me anymore, you know? You rushed in, it was fun, but now what? It seems like there's a decent amount to do at level cap between Noma, the STV event, Arathi Basin, if you care about that. PvP to rank 5. I believe rank 5 is as far as it goes at the moment. What else can you do? Your professions, discover all your runes, sleeping bag. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? Crap, he's just pulled it. Nah, bro. Nah, you can't just tank that guy. You can't tank him. Like, I swear you can't tank him. He can't fear either because he's in a demo, so... But even the ad is like farming him here. I think he just healthstoned. He's gonna go after me now. Interfere him again, like... Alright, well, I'm gonna keep an eye on his health bar. If he dips to like 25%, which I think he will be doing. Yeah, he's running a bit. I'm gonna fear him here. I'm gonna precast another fear. I'm just gonna spam precast fear in case it breaks. He's healed up a bit now. I'm just going to watch his health bar and, you know, fear accordingly. Actually, I should Curse of Elements. There you go. I think I've got a... Is he running fear? I don't know if he runs in fear. Ooh. There's fear in there just to make sure. This guy hits extremely hard. Yeah, on the regular game, this guy hits hard, so... Alright, good enough. There it is. Easy. And we are done here, unless he's got the tower quest. No, he doesn't have attack on the tower. I'll say thanks then. I'm going to farm the badges by myself, because badges as a group is a pain, because they're not shared. So I'd rather farm it myself. I'll go up here. Oh. Yeah, that farming almost half an hour for 6 raptors. Yeah, the open world competition on some quests is bad. The more you know vanilla questing, the more you can like recognize which ones are going to be bad. But like some quests, for example, you know that if you're Alliance, you know the medicine men and Curzon warriors in northeastern STV. That quest is bad on normal servers, and on Season of Discovery, I think I logged in there several times over about a period of about 3 hours. But jungle remedies were going for about 80 silver, and I was not about to pay that amount of gold for them. I'm not paying that. Oh, actually, tip with the jungle remedies, the witch doctors and head shrinkers inside the cave also drop them. You should go inside the cave, the stockpile, to farm them. But yeah, I even did that and it was still bad. It took me hours to do it. Yeah, and that's just one of those quests which is always bad to do. But yeah, it feels like they fixed a lot of the respawn rates and, you know, how often mobs pop up. Then other times they just kind of leave it be. Like in the starter zones, the respawn rates tend to be so nice. Then you get out of starter zones and not so much. Right, let's find some badges. Or I could do attack on the tower. Attack on the tower is a very, very difficult quest to solo. I'm going to go over and try it. So typically, when you're trying to solo this quest, you click a box and it summons a bunch of ogres. You can solo it on a rogue pretty easily because you just open the item and then you press stealth and run away, but yeah. On a Warlock, I think it's going to be not very possible to do on Season of Discovery. With the bonus mob health and all that. We'll see though, maybe there's somebody else doing it and I can get a free pass. Priest to level first, you had a fast path into SM groups. Yeah, I mean, if you want to heal, then for sure. Can't complain about having a priest, can you? So what is this? These are Alliance players, but they... Ooh, he has exposed weakness. It's giving 89 attack power. That's pretty good. So already I'm like coming into problems on doing this quest here. So I'm gonna seduce that guy, fear this one. I cancel my seduce. I shouldn't have done that. And then I'm going to go reset over here. If you run into this corner, you reset. I'm going to have to resummon my demon too. It's going to die. Actually, I'll wait till I've reset, till I resummon. I think you can get all the way up this ramp too from here. There's a way to do this. I've done it before. If you're trying to get out of strong guard and like all the front bit is full, you come around here and then... There you go. That was it. There's a way to get back up this ledge if you jump and tap forwards. Yeah, there you go. Oh, nope. I'm stuck. I think it's kind of difficult to get. Maybe it's a gnome diff. There's a way to get up there, I'm sure, but I'll try it later. And then you can just run around this rampart over the side. Or there's a way to get out around the back, I think. You can jump out around the back and then go over here to Faldia's Cove if you need that. Anyway. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Holy! I was looking at chat for one moment, I'm just dead. Right, do not look away and look at chat on these quests. Damn, I was just dead there. Okay. Right, well this is what it looks like when you fight Boulder Fist Lords here. Again, this is another mob which usually does extremely high damage. And then they've tuned mobs up for Season of Discovery. These guys are gonna absolutely farm me. If I get hit by two of them, and they both Crushing Blow or crit, I'm just gonna die. That's... You hit my pet once and it's at half health. I'm surprised how well Fear is sticking at the moment. Usually Fear is super... It's not the most reliable ability in the game. Like, it breaks very often when you deal damage. Apparently not today, though. Alright, now the difficult bit. That was the easy bit. STV event's amazing, you just don't want to do it solo. Yeah, I tried it once solo, it was, this is how it ended up. So yeah, if you're like pre-level 40 at the moment, I don't know, it feels like a lot of people have gone to 40 real quick. And they're just, they're pretty much geared up for it. And if you're not at that same level, you're just gonna kind of have problems. Other bits. Good job these mobs slow themselves. If they didn't slow themselves, this would be way harder. You get blood as a healer? If you're in a group, yes. If you're not in a group, basically no. Yeah, if you're a healer, you're kind of putting a target on your back, right? It just is what it is kind of thing. Always go for the healer first. 38.5, it went by too fast, just spamming SM. And BFD. That's kind of it. When you're just spamming something again and again and again, it's like you get towards the end of your goal and you're like, damn, I'm done. Right, see what I can get in here. Yeah, I'd say this is definitely one of the more difficult quests to do. Just because of the... When you'll see what I mean. When I click one of these boxes, it's going to summon a lot of ogres. And they're going to do damage. Okay, so my pet's invisible, so... I'm going to put them on stay down here. I'm going to click the box. And aggro this guy above me by mistake. Okay. Can I jump between these? I probably could if I hit that properly.
Let's get this party started.
Oh, watch out for these Z-axis here. Oh, a great dodge there. Love to see that. You can jump between that pretty easily too. Right, fine. I'll face tank him a bit. How much damage could he do? 264, that is no problem. The vertical aggro is the killer in here. For sure. Right. Try that again. So, pet. Do I have to stay on? Oh, I don't stay on macro. Well, good job, me. Right, so I open this, and I think it spawns 2 from above. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. I'm going to jump down here straight away. I got both of them. There's a this quest is one that's... It is actually doable cross-faction, this. When the mobs spawn, they go on a short cooldown before they can spawn again. Get that. Oh, come on, why aren't you dead? You should be dead by now. Hat through the pain. I actually need to keep my demon alive there. It's just worth hitting them so my demon can't die. The other guy's been feared to Narnia or something. I don't know where he's gone. He's gone somewhere else. Is he going to run through the door? Or oh, he's got Fist of Stone. Missed the jump. Alright, so we got 3 elites done solo. That's not bad. I'll take that. Just keep the healing going. Resist on that. Shadow Priests are doing really good right now. Yeah, I've been impressed by Shadow Priests. I really didn't rate them as much as I should have done this phase. I didn't think the damage buffs would be enough, but clearly they have been. Right, okay, that's 3 elites then. 2 maulers, 1 caster. Not bad, not bad. I didn't think I'd be able to do that, but, you know, apparently you can just kite around these stairs, so I'll take that. Let's heal my pet with Health Funnel, which is just an unbelievably garbage ability. Heals 43 a tick. Fantastic, thank you, Blizzard. Okay, got 2 more items to get out of this tower. I think it's further up. Oh, you did the maths on the sleeping bag. You went from 25 to 40. 3% now would have been 25k, so that's the amount you would need. I mean, between 25 to 40, that already seems pretty good. That's like 25 to 26 is about 28k, I think. So that's not bad. If you did that between like 40 and 60, that's going to be probably about 80 to 100k. That is respectable, for sure. Right, so I think this next one, I'm going to put my demon down here. Hello? There we go. Down here, there you go. Okay, you stay there. I'm going to open this box, and I think they send in a bunch of ogres from the side. And I'm going to jump down, and I'm going to somehow, like, avoid all of them. Uh-oh. Right, how many did I pull? 1, 2, 3 maulers. Ugh. 3 maulers and a shaman. Oh! That is a little reset angle on that one, I think. Just a few sweaty Shadow Priests. I don't know, they look pretty straightforward to play. It looks like you just keep your dots up, do press Shadow of Death, and then do 3 stacks of Mind Spike into Mind Blast. Evade. Alright, if they're evading, that's great. I can actually complete this quest solo if they're evading. This is a small problem. Right, this is a Void Walker angle. So is there anything on the top floor? There's one Mauler and where's I have Kilrog gone? There is. I need to have a quick little look at what's on the top floor here. It's got one Mauler. And is that it? I think that's it. Okay, yeah, this is doable then. So I put you up there. Oh no, I've done that wrong. I'm not going to be able to click in time now. Yeah, I did that wrong with pulling my pet back then. Went backwards too early. I just need to try and avoid the vertical aggro now. Yeah, just about got out. Try that again. I should be able to get the one at the top of the tower. It should be possible. Let's go reset. Try again. Ooh, this is kind of a tricky one. So basically, you need your pet to pull stuff and then to send it back to where you were. Around 50k with a student fodder. It's that much. That is pretty good if that's right. Let's give this another go. So I'll just check how this pet thing works again, because you can basically use your pet to pull and then send it back passive and it'll run back. So I think you put it on, is it you put it on stay and then you send it back to passive? Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Should be aggroing from there, man. Yes, vertical aggro is a problem. Yeah, the Voidwalker is going to have a very bad day if this goes well. I should put him on stay there, because if he goes down the stairs, he's probably going to pull the Lord. And I CBA killing him. He's pulled something, haven't you? Okay, you're just getting attacked by the totem. This is fine. This doesn't look fine, actually. This looks quite not fine. You know what, should we go for plan B? Hello, Warlock. You know what, we're going for plan B. All these tactic and stuff is taking too much brain power. Can you guess what plan B is? It's a little bit less subtle than what this is. Okay, let's go. Go, go, go. Pray for RNG that I don't randomly run over stuff on the Z-axis. Boot, boot, cool down. Keep going, keep going. I think we're good. I think we've got far enough here. And there's only one of them. And that's plan B. That's plan B. A lot simpler in some ways than plan A. But gets the job done. Alright, there's about an 87.4% chance I die when running out of here. I'm going to actually try and live. Because I want to go and farm the badges after. But if I die, then I'd be more surprised if I lived. Let's put it like that. Because it spawns about, I think it's 5 or 6 ogres here. Okay. Alright, bye. Whoever's doing this tower next, good luck. Just know that it was worth for me. Woohoo! We're out of there. Right, easy. And now you just... There's a way to jump up here. Right. And that is how you do this quest. It is just that easy. Because even as a group, this quest is kind of a nightmare to do. They just spawn so many elites when you open a box that it's hard to do. And you don't want to be this guy fighting their way in right from the entrance of the zone here. Easy. A nice, simple way to do that.
Now what?
And that should give a good amount of XP as well. Attack on the tower. Wait, it's only 3,000 XP. These other quests are better than that. After adding it all with 50% rest XP and level 38 plus, with a permanent 3% buff and quest XP, it checks out to about 40,000 XP you'll get from the bag. That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, 40k XP for free. Not half bad. Good check up here for health pots. Another cheeky little skip you can do. If you don't fancy going all the way around. Of course, there's someone here. 2 lesser mana pots. They're probably worth selling, actually. I bet I can make money off them. Anyways, guys, I am going to be off for today because I'm kind of hungry and it's 6:30 where I'm at and I haven't eaten in ages, so I'm going to go and finish that. But yeah, we've got a bit of leveling done today. Had a look at some class stuff. Obviously, it's, you know, we're 5 days into the season. It's not super serious or anything if you watch it back and you see the class related things. It's just for fun and to see how things develop later on in the season, really. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, either way, thanks for tuning in. Hope you've had a good phase 2 so far. I shall be back on the Friday at 4 p.m. on Central European time, which will be 7 a.m. Pacific and 10 Eastern, I believe. But yeah, thanks for all checking it out today. Yeah, if you drop a follow on the Twitch or anything, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. There'll be a video out in a day or two, and then I've got a few things I want to release for phase 2, similar to what I kind of did for phase 1, which is just I don't know, things you could be doing on alts, you know, things you can do when you're level 40, stuff like that, things that might be helpful. So look out for those soon enough. But yeah, either way, take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day, wherever you may be, and I shall see you in the next one.